And noties are out. Let's push out the go live. What's going on? What's going on? Check, check, check. Check. Mic is good. Let's turn this off. Bet. Let's see if I remember how to do this shit. Took a week off. Let's get back in the flow of things. Music looks good. Mic looks good. Let's see. Game sound. Game sound looks good. We're gonna run to the tower real quick. All right, let's check chats. YouTube chat is up. Twitch chat is up. YouTube stream looks healthy. Let's close that out. All right, well, we're back to it. Hopefully the mic sounds good because I did make some adjustments and I did listen to it before we got started. So hopefully it doesn't sound crazy now that I hit the button. Yo, what up, Logic? What's going on, my dude? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? I'm just writing up a quick go live for Twitter and Blue Sky, but hopefully you guys are doing good. Feels good to be back. I swear, every time I take like a day or two off, or like last week we just took the whole week off, or it feels like I took the whole week off. Did we not stream last week? We didn't, I don't think. But every time I take time off, bro, and I come back, I feel like I'm like getting back on the bike again. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Queen? What's up? Happy Tuesday, chat. We are back. About to hit up this power grind real quick. But yeah, chat, if anybody wants to join up for the power grind, today I'm basically gonna lock in on some Solstice stuff. Try to push to 300 because we're like 280 right now last time I played, and I've been playing, you know, in the Discord with folks, we've been raiding and whatnot, but we're like 280, so we've made some pretty decent progress since last time, because I think last time we ended stream we were like 220, I want to say. So not bad for a week, not bad for a week. All right, let's put out a quick little tweet here, but hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's day is going pretty good. What time is it? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. End of the day. Everybody's leaving work. Of course, everybody's feeling good. This is the one part I forgot to do before stream, so pardon me, chat. Who that? Who that? Who that? What's that? Yo, what's going on, crew? Appreciate the resub. Appreciate the 6 months. How you been, Brody? Dude, I don't even know what to write for our go live, to be honest. I'm rusty, chat. I'm rusty. I gotta shake the rust off. I got to shake the rust off. Actually, I know what I'm gonna put. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple. It's so crazy. I usually, before we start stream, I usually get all this stuff ready to go. I did everything except for the go live tweet. Everything except for that. Let me get my link. Put it in the thing. But yeah, dude. What you call it? There's been a lot of chatter going on Twitter. I don't know if everybody in here's got Twitter, but I'm pretty active on Twitter. Been a lot of chatter since the last time we've streamed. Whole lot of chatter. Good, and you know, some people might say bad, but I enjoy the banter. I like the back and forth. Just hit 350. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there hitting 450 that I see on the feed. A lot of people hitting 450. Ton of folks. My highest power is exactly what you guys see right here. I am currently 281. That's real. That's my real power. I'm gonna pull up Destiny Power Bar actually in a second so y'all can take a look. But that is my current highest power. And, you know, I've mentioned it many times on the stream, but we're taking the slow and steady approach, chat. That's what we are doing. We are taking the slow and steady approach. We're taking the natural approach. We'll just say that. We're taking a natural approach. We're not doing any kind of crazy, you know, caldera spams or anything like that. We're literally just getting on, we're vibing, doing whatever the hell we feel like doing. And, you know, compared to how everybody else is leveling up, I really want to see where we can get, at least by the time Ash and Iron comes out around September. So all right, go live is good. Let's post it. Ship it. Okay, copy this. Last one, chat. Last one, and then we lock in on the power grind. Again, if anybody wants to join up today, we're going to be doing some power leveling. My plan is to hit 300 by today. We'll see if we can go up 19 levels. It shouldn't be that bad because Solstice is pretty good. Solstice is pretty rewarding. And that's one of the topics that people have been talking about. I've seen a lot of good takes on this, but you know, I've got some opinions because there's a lot of people saying that, you know, it shouldn't be the way that it is as rewarding. Yo, what's going on, Marcus? You missed me. I missed y'all too, man. I missed y'all too. A week off is too long, but we had to do it though. Alexa had surgery last week. For anybody who doesn't know, she's recovering pretty well, so she's doing good. She's actually in the living room chilling right now. She just went and did her follow-up. So they said she's gonna have to do some PT, but for the most part, everything looks good. She should heal well. You know, I think they said she could take off her. She has like some stitches or whatever, like the patches. So they said she could take that off like later on this week, and then she could start to like move her arm and stuff and get that strength back. So everything, you know, in that regard went well. Last week we were just, you know, took some time to take care of her and whatnot. So this week we back. You hear Warlocks and Titans are busted this update. From the update they dropped today, I thought there was some nerfs today. I didn't see about any buffs. I think the Warlock got a buff for the grenade, but for Titans I saw they got nerfed. For Hunters, I see people saying it's not enough because the grapple nade is kind of busted. But Cruel, I'm gonna be running, honestly, I'm gonna take a look and see, but whatever you guys want to run really don't matter to me. I'm gonna just do whatever I basically need. I've been using Destiny power bars to level in my grind, so whatever my lowest piece is, whatever gives me that piece, that's basically what I've been doing. So right now my Hunter's 281, my lowest piece is 279, my helmet, so everything is pretty much around the same. But you know, we'll probably start there. If anything is giving me helmet, heavy or cloak, I'll probably do that. But yeah, we'll be doing pretty much a little bit of everything. I'm not going to be doing, like I said, any, you know, single activity farms or not. We're not going to do a million Caldera runs or whatever the featured thing is for today. Thought I missed the streams. Haven't been in Discord. Nah, you good, bro. Yeah, I've been I took a week off for Alexa last week, so you didn't miss anything. You're good. Oh shit, I forgot to get this stuff last week. It's so crazy. We literally just posted a clip last week because I think we talked about this our last stream, and I was literally telling y'all, don't forget to pick up your Zavala packages at least by the end of the week. And my ass forgot to pick it up last week. I just remembered. I'm like, oh shit, I meant to pick it up yesterday before the end of the day, but totally forgot. So I'm probably gonna pick that up this week. I like to pick them up end of the week and do like most of my power leveling in game and just use that to kind of like get an extra, I think it's like 3 pieces or something like that. So we'll probably do that. But yeah, dude, if anyone wants to pull up, we're gonna do some power leveling. whole bunch of different things, so feel free. I know mint retrograde is the featured weapon for what you call it, for oh, appreciate the 200 unstable cores. But I think mint retrograde is the reward for Starcross today, chat. That's the bonus focus reward for that activity. Always in time for the L's. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, man, anyways, chat, we're gonna do a little bit of power leveling today and the usual chit chatting and whatnot as we get into the flow of things. Let's see, what else is this the armor for the seasonal pass? Looks like it. Are there any good pieces from this set? This is the hunter set. I actually don't know what the Titan and the Warlock look like. I guess it's themed off of that stuff from Kepler, which is, to be honest, I don't know, because I didn't do all the side quests. I don't know if we actually learned anything about this stuff. So to have an armor set kind of themed off of it feels a little weird for me, at least, because I don't know what this stuff is, you know. But okay, interesting. It's not like the Hive sets, because you know the Hive sets, at least you look at it and you're like, oh, it's the Hive, you know, what is it, the chitin. This is like, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. Yo, what's going on, Izzy? What's up, Izzy? Welcome in, welcome in. Again, hope everybody's doing well. We are back. We did miss last week. We had some life stuff going on, but all is good, chat. Hope everybody's doing well. Got your first tier 5 armor earlier together with a T5 shiny bow. Nice. Yeah, I see a lot of people are getting tier 5s from Solstice. I'm not at the point where I can get tier 5s yet. I think I need to be at least 300 for Solstice to get me T5s. And then I know I need to get to tier Guardian rank 9, I think is what a lot of people are saying. But I gotta hit 300 regardless. I can't go anywhere from here. I'm kind of stuck at 6. Or yeah, I'm stuck at 6 until I hit 300 power. So that's why today's the goal. Today's goal, I should say, is to get to 300, chat. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing a little bit of power leveling. Oh, you said don't be like those people who don't read instructions and then get mad? Nah, never. Never. Reading is fundamental, chat. Reading is fundamental. Let's see. Does Banshee have anything good? I don't even know if this perk is good, to be honest, chat. Like slide shot, nice. If this was 1-2 punch, I'm pretty sure everybody would have grabbed it. Barrel Constrictor, I feel like is a nice 3rd column perk. I mean, I feel like it could be pretty good in PvP, but I haven't used it, so I don't even know. I don't know if this is actually a good roll, because I see it's a ranged masterwork. Rifle barrel. Could be decent. Could be decent. I always like to check in on Banshee, because sometimes Banshee has some sleeper rolls that we could recommend. You know, to like newer folks in the game and whatnot. All right, I think we're good in the tower. And I missed Zur too. I slacked off last week. I completely slacked off. The only time I got on Destiny really was this weekend. We did the raid in the Discord. And shout out to the folks in the Discord, man. Saturday we did our first full clear of Desert Perpetual. If you haven't, you know, been in Discord and seen the LFG chat, basically in our raid channel, our scheduled raid channel, we have weekly runs set up. So every Saturday, for the most part, we've been able to get, you know, teams on and tackle encounter by encounter once every Saturday. And last Saturday, we were able to put it all together and finally get it clear. Yo, Vixen, appreciate the follow. Welcome in. What's up, Vixen? Chad, speaking of raids, the timing is crazy. That timing is insane. But what's going on, Vixen? Appreciate you stopping in. I was just telling everybody how we just got our first clear of Desert Perpetual last Saturday. And immediately after that, Sunday, I wasn't there because I'm only usually available either Saturday or Sunday. Can't do both. I could tell. It's like you heard someone talking about raids. You were like, somebody called my name. But no, it was a pretty big weekend for our Discord. Like we got folks in there on Saturday. We got our first full clear. And then everybody put together a team for Sunday. And they were in there for like, I think they said like 8 hours. Fully committed to the clear, and they got it done. So shout out to them. That was pretty huge. That was pretty damn huge. You know, and I love that because, you know, I would love to be there for every single raid. You know, I love helping folks, but unfortunately, I don't have the time as one person. But we got somebody in the chat who is chat. Like Vixen, that is literally what Vixen does. Vixen and Vixen, feel free to let me know. I don't know if you have a Discord or whatnot, because I know usually you tweet stuff where you help folks with raids and whatnot. But feel free to check out Vixen on Twitter, guys. Like if you guys want to get raids done, like check out Vixen and her community. Like for real. Like I have no issues recommending folks to check out other people who are more or better equipped to get raids and stuff done, because I would love to help everybody that I can. But you know, we do what we can. And then occasionally, like I said this weekend, people come together and get things done. So it's pretty awesome to be able to be a part of that. So Cruel also said 300 only shiny weapons will drop T5, and those are rare. Yeah, those are rare, Cruel. And also, from what I've heard, at least, I'm not tier 9, so I can't confirm it, but from what I've heard and what people have confirmed that I've seen, being 300 plus and having Guardian rank 9 is essentially what guarantees, for the most part, you to get a T5 drop, or greatly increase your chances of getting a T5 drop. At least from Solstice, because Solstice gives you a +2 gear tier, depending on, you know, whatever. Like if you can drop tier 3s, then if you drop a hollow foil, it's going to be +2. So it'll be a tier 5. And if you get a normal Solstice weapon, it'll drop at tier 4, because it'll be a +1 gear tier from whatever you can drop naturally. So that's kind of how it works. But yeah, that's why I want to get my Guardian rank up. But I got to get to 300 first. So that's what we're going to lock in and do right now, chat. And unfortunately, Hawthorne, you know, which I'm kind of like, man, this part sucks. Because I feel like Hawthorne used to have so much more viability in the power climb. And it was a nice advantage to being in a clan. But they took that away from us. And now Hawthorne only gives you, I think, a cap of 200. So the seasonal power bonus, you get no benefits of being in a clan, which kind of sucks. It would be nice to have that. Normally set them through Twitter, but you do have a small Discord. No, definitely. And you know, if you wanna send it to me, like I'll post it. I'm not sure if the bot will block it, but feel free to post your Twitter link, because I want people to find people, because I always get folks, you know, whether it's here or, you know, whether it's on TikTok, and they're like, hey, I don't have anybody to play with or get raids and stuff done. So that's why I usually like to promote other people, because, you know, if I get people and I can't help them, I at least want them to find somebody, you know. So I have no problems doing that whatsoever. Izzy said, not much chilling, gonna be lurking, hopping on D2 again by the end of the month. Will only be free to play version at first. Definitely picking up DLCs as you're able. That's what's up, Izzy. That's what's up. Whenever you're ready, dude, whenever you're ready, jump into Discord, or if we're on stream, feel free to jump in. I'm gonna be doing some power grinding. As slow as I'm going, we're gonna have plenty of opportunities for folks to join in. What's going on, Trent? Chat, I know I'm being slow, catching up, but y'all know me, I'm chatty. I'm chatty. What's going on, Trent? You need 300? Yeah, I am taking my sweet ass time, as you've probably seen me talk about many times on Twitter. But I'm not on the speed run boat personally. I'm not on that boat. So let's see. Let's get rid of some stuff here. I know I got Cruel with me. My bad, Cruel. I'm gonna jump in and do some stuff right now. I think I said I needed a helmet or a class item. And again, if anybody wants to join up for some power leveling, we're gonna get started with that right now. Let me actually take a look and see what's going on here. So I need, let's look at Destiny power bars one more time. Again, Destiny power bars is a great tool, by the way, chat. If you're trying to see what do you need for power leveling, whatever your lowest piece is, It's a great way to determine like what activities you should do, and that's what I've been doing. So that's why I don't typically just farm the same stuff like Caldera or whatever the efficient farms have been. I mean, I'll do them when they're featured. I'm not like saying, oh, everybody's grinding that shit and it's fast. I'm not doing it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna sit up and do that shit all day, all week. You know what I mean? So it's like I primarily focus on whatever my lowest thing is, and you know, I just keep on building up my power set like that. So right now, I need to get a helmet, heavy, or cloak. So that's what we're gonna look at. At your own pace for sure. That's refreshing. Yeah, definitely. I'm not trying to bore people watching me do the same shit, and it's boring for me as well. I personally, I can't do it. Like the folks that I see that say like, man, this shit is boring. Like it's doing the same thing over and over again. I totally understand why you're bored. I just feel like it's self-inflicted. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Like, and I've said it many times. And, you know, I've tried to clarify that point because I don't want people to feel like I think the system is flawless and it just doesn't need any changes, because that's just not true. We're gonna run this quick play master, by the way. Let's see what the modifier is on. I'll put them on real quick. We got champs, lock loadouts, so make sure you put on whatever you need. It's gonna be match made, so it'll fill up the team. But yeah, I never want people to feel like I'm saying like, oh, everything is perfect, Bungie didn't do anything wrong. It's like, no, there's things that need to change. But in my opinion, it's just like, and I feel like I'm like a broken record at this point, but I've said this to so many people. It's like when people tell me like, but it's the most efficient thing, why would you not do it? It's like, yes, but it's still a choice, right? It's not like Bungie shipped Edge of Fate and gave us one playlist with one activity. It's the most efficient activity, but there are other activities, because then what defines efficient, right? Like if you're a speedrunner, everything's efficient. Like you could just, you know, use your sword and grapple melees. You could just get through everything efficiently. For the average player that's not doing all of that, it's like, what's the difference in efficiency there? Really, right? In my opinion, is marginal, you know, but that's just me. That's just me. Pretty good. How about you? Recently started dipping my toes in stars. Trent, how is Star Citizen? Bro, Trent be playing some games that I have so much interest in. Like, I don't know if you're still playing Dune Awakening, by the way, Trent. I've gotten to the point where, and it's unfortunate, but I've kind of fallen off Dune Awakening. I literally get on just to repair my base because it's falling apart. Like, we gotta try to link up or something in Dune Awakening, because I need people, bro. I'm by myself. I got like one step deeper into the desert where like it's a little bit more dangerous with the worms and stuff. Like just traveling to my missions is so anxiety inducing because I'm by myself and everything feels so valuable to me that I don't want to lose it. So I haven't even really like gotten on the game to really push forward. I'm just maintaining at this point. But I love that game. I just haven't had the time to play it more. But Star Citizen has been a game that I want to put so much more time into, or not even put time into. I want to get into it and put a lot of time into, you know. But I've heard it's like a pretty big investment, like real money type shit. Like you actually have to put money into it. But I don't know how true that is. That's just stuff that I've heard. Don't actually know how true it is. Does help switching characters when your power grind slows down. Yeah, and that's very true. I used to be the person that would switch different characters and you know, grind efficiently and all that stuff, but I'll be honest, I just don't have the time for it. You know what I mean? That's really just what it is. And that's why I always find it so interesting, like when I'm sharing my perspective online, you know, and people come back at me and they're like, I have a job and I work and I don't have time. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? Like, do you think that I do this full time? You think because I post video game content, I'm a content creator who sits and plays video games all day? Chat, I play Destiny 2 times a week. And then on the weekends, if I have time, like I will raid on Saturdays. that is the extent of my playtime. So I always find it funny when people go, I have a real life and a job. I'm like, so do I? Like, what? And I actually, like, I have, like, on around the clock, like, I'm needed. Like, last night, I literally was at work till like 10. I went to work at 7 in the morning. I left at 10 because I was doing a, like a switch upgrade for our office, you know, where I work at. So it's like, you know, I understand. I empathize with not having time. I know what that feels like, you know? So that's why I always find it interesting when people think that my perspective is like, because I'm playing the game all day. It's like, nah, not at all. Not at all. But, you know, it's always interesting, man. The different perspectives and whatnot. So I'm just contributing my takes, chat. That's it. Same here. I was fortunate enough to have a couple of friends to play Dune with, but we've all kind of fallen off as well. Yeah, man. That's the part that kind of sucks. Like, I want to play more Dune. Like, I want to stream more Dune, but it's honestly, it just feels, and I know it's not. I guess it's, for me, it's because I don't have that much time. It just kind of feels stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came from playing Ark. I don't know how many people in the chat played Ark survival. It's a survival game, but I played a shit ton of Ark. Like, back when I had no responsibilities, and I put a ton of time into that game. But like, bro, when I tell you the idea of putting all that time into that game today, like with the amount of effort and time that I put in, and you would like gain and lose things after like hundreds of hours, right? Like, I don't have the I don't have the capacity to take that kind of loss, bro. I really don't. You know what I mean? I really don't. So it's like for Dune, it's like I couldn't imagine, you know, putting the time in to build a base or, you know, to get some materials or whatever, and to get eaten up by a worm and lose my shit permanently. Oh God, I'd be destroyed. You know what I mean? Put 30 hours in that I didn't have for that to happen. And that's the fun of the game. Don't get me wrong. I totally get that, but that's just kind of how I look at it. I'm like, ooh, should I put that time in? Should I do that? So far, Star Citizen, definitely up my alley. It takes a lot. It's a lot to take in, and of course, it's still an alpha, so the bugs show. You know, that's so crazy that game has been out for years now, over a decade, right? Star Citizen's been around for a long ass time. It's so crazy that game is still in alpha. Yeah, that's one of those overly ambitious titles. You know, it's gotten to a point where it's playable. You know, I've seen that they've added like a lot of functionality to it. Like you can land on planets and all that kind of stuff. They got like missions, so there's a lot you can do. But you know, I don't know the full extent, obviously, of, you know, what the experience is, what they're offering. But it seems like it's a more, you know, fulfilling game to play. Seems like it. So that's one of those ones where if I ever, you know, decided to, I'd pick it up and put a shit ton of hours into it. Hold on, chat. Let me just check YouTube chat one more time, because last time the bot was acting up. Let me just make sure, because I don't want to repeat it last time where we lost YouTube chat like halfway and I didn't even know. Let me just confirm. Okay, YouTube chat is still good. Bet. But yeah, we might mix it up and do a little bit of Starcross, because I do want to get some better mid retrogrades. And I think at this point of grind, because I'm approaching 300, I think, and I want to say now we're getting like tier 2, tier 3s for the most part. So pretty much at that point that I've been telling everybody. And that's, I don't know how you guys feel about the grind, right? I know I talk about it a lot, but You know, I don't know how folks in here feel, but when it was first announced, the way I looked at it was like tier 5, something to strive for, aspirational content. Tier 2, tier 3, literally adepts, chat. Literally what we've always had. You know, I had somebody online tell me, you know, that they feel like their time is wasted because they can't efficiently get tier 5s. And I'm like, okay, you know, like they're not even, by the way, at the point where they can get tier 5s, mind you. You know, because I put up a post about how, like, you know, like I'm chilling in the tier 3 grind right now. Like that's where I'm at right now. Like right now I'm able to get tier 2, tier 3s. I'm chilling. Like this is essentially the tier 2, tier 3 grind, in my opinion, is putting you right back to where you were pre-Edge of Fate, right? Same way you were grinding, you know, whatever content you were playing, getting adepts, enhanced weapons or whatever. Same shit. That's right, basically where we were, right where we left off. You know, but that's why I've been saying for the longest time, dude, that whole narrative about tier 5 or bust, that shit was toxic. And now we're basically seeing the fallout of that. Because, you know, I don't even want to say it, but if some person says it, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. It's gospel at that point. So, and it's kind of hard to argue with folks. You know, it's kind of hard to argue. That's why I don't get online and I be like, "Nah, you're wrong." I just be like, "All right, cool. If that's what you think." But you know, it's not gonna be me, chat. Okay, let's see. We got a helmet, bow, and cloak. So the cloak was 285. Helmet 285. I need to clean my vault out, chat. What are we at? Actually, we cleaned out last time. What are we at? 690? Plenty of space. Plenty of space. Let me see what that solstice bow dropped at. What was that? Did I just say that was a helmet? Did I say chest piece? Or was it boots? No, cloak. I actually got 2 pieces that I needed. Helmet and cloak. And we just did, hold on. We just did the match made fire team op, right? They gave cloak. Bet. I've actually kind of been wondering, chat, when it comes to the portal in all you guys' playtime, how have you noticed the gear dropping, right? Because I know people have made guides and stuff on power leveling, and I'm still trying to, you know, for myself, understand the whole way that this system works. Because I know that when you have an extra bonus focus, you essentially have like a higher chance of earning that item. It's not a guarantee, but the higher your grade, the higher chance to earn that reward. But obviously, you're not capped at that reward. Meaning, like, we just did this, and I dropped a cloak and a helmet, 2 items. They were both, you know, I don't even know what we're calling them anymore because it's not pinnacle, but, you know, seasonal power bonus. I guess we could just call it pinnacle just for simplicity. But, like, we got a cloak and a helmet that dropped and boosted my power, right? So, am I to understand that when an activity has a bonus reward, that just means you'll get 2 pinnacle drops in a sense, right? So you'll get whatever random one, and you'll get whatever the bonus focus is, you know, depending on what your grade is. So like, let's say you don't hit your grade, like let's say we didn't hit a B or an A, then essentially the way it should be understood is you would just get whatever the random pinnacle drop is, right? So in this case, it would have just been a helmet if we would have got a C or something, right? But because we got the bonus drop, we got the helmet, which is a random one, and we got the cloak, which was the bonus focus. So if I'm understanding that correctly, it's pretty nice, right? Because then in that sense, when I'm looking at Destiny power bars and I'm saying, all right, what's my lowest piece of gear? And I choose to do a focus activity, then in that sense, I'm getting whatever I'm focusing and then some random item that could be another piece that I need. Like in this case, I got a helmet and a cloak. So kind of nice. Kind of nice. If that's how that works, that's pretty good. But we can confirm it. Yeah, I see the random and skipping stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing about when you're doing matchmade stuff, people skip shit. That's the only thing about that. Yeah. So wait, what is this, like a fucking hack? Because there's supposed to be a thing there, right? I know I've done this strike a few times, Chad. And there's usually a thing sitting over there. I don't know why I didn't just see it, but... odd. Alright. Yo, what's going on, Derek? Appreciate the 54 months. What's good, my dude? What's good? Right on time. Again, chat, we are just doing some power leveling, trying to hit 300 by the end of today. So if anybody wants to join up, we do have one extra spot. Just for some solstice grinding, some power leveling. Nothing crazy. We're not going to be in the Caldera mines today, chat. We're doing any and everything. Whatever's dropping what I need, that's what we're going to do. I know Mint Retrograde is dropping from Starcross, so if folks want to do that, we can farm that up for a little bit. Totally down for that. But yeah, I'm trying to hit 300 so we can up our Guardian rank and try to push to Guardian rank 9. So we can start getting some of those tier 5s and whatnot. After, you know, because Solstice is probably going to drop us that stuff once we hit 300. But after Solstice ends, you know, I want to get to a point where we can start to get those tier 5s. A little late, but you made it? Nah, you good, Brody. You are chilling. Dude, this Solstice SMG, by the way, shit is fire. This shit is fire. We took a look at it last time I streamed, and we checked out some of the best rolls that were on this thing. And I think, honestly, I think I got the roll, man. I think I got the roll. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Is this the one actually? This is not the roll, because I want to say I have one with Incandescent. It's probably my vault, actually. I have one with Heel Clip Demo, Chaos Reshape, and Incandescent. So this thing is kind of juiced. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of juiced. And honestly, it's probably the best weapon from Solstice, in my opinion. The bow is pretty good, but I never really been a bow person personally, so I can't say. I know it's got some juice rolls on it, but never really been a bow person, so I can't confirm that. Barely play, still only get tier 2s if you're lucky. That looks nice. Yeah, it does look nice. It looks even better if you get a hollow foil. The shinies are really nice. But dude, I mean, I know you're not playing that much. You've been missing them raids, by the way. I think you signed up for this weekend though, but perfect time to come back too. But yeah, if we get that run on Saturday, we'll get you some stuff. I mean, you're not that far behind. If you're getting tier 2s, I'm pretty sure you were like, were you at least 250 last time you played? I want to say you were. I think you were a higher level than I was. Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. We stayed in our raid for, I want to say we were in there for maybe like 6 hours or some shit like that. The Sunday team was in there. They stuck it out for like 8 hours and got that shit done, which was pretty dope. Because I want to say most of their team, didn't really have that much experience. So the fact that they did that shit and got the full clear was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. You don't think you're 200 yet? Nah, no way. Oh shit. No way you're not 200 yet. For real? I swear you were 200 when you stopped playing. I swear you were 200. Oh shit. Why am I failing at hunter jumping right now? Love that. Yo, me too, honestly. Me too. Me too. Like it's proof that you can do it, you know, which is what I always try to I always try to encourage people, like, you know what I'm saying? You can get in there and you can figure it out. And honestly, the reduction of the deltas, it helped. It definitely helped. Because before then we were just practicing on Saturdays doing encounters and stuff, but you know, for the most part, like, the team is strong, but for the folks who don't have that much raid experience, teaching and having to get accustomed to, you know, the different deltas was a lot. You know, it was a lot. For survivability was a big part of it, but for the most part, you know, it definitely helped. It definitely helped. But I'm actually looking forward to putting on some raid feats. Like, when we get a couple more runs in and we get some more experience and people feel even more comfortable, like, I want to put on some raid feats. Like, for sure. I want to see what that system is like. Because I know a lot of people, you know, have different opinions on the raid feat system and, like, the tiers and whatnot of the gear. But I'll be honest with you, like, I like the idea of it. I do think it's weird doing a end game activity, getting a tier 1. Like, for those who maybe don't remember, before Edge of Fate dropped, I had a video that I posted about, like, adding, what was it called, Chad? I'm forgetting right now. What was the mode? Explorer mode. I was talking about adding, like, Explorer mode to raids, right? And that being a good idea. And I had a lot of pushback. People saying I was trying to devalue end game content and, you know, making raids too casual and making them easy. Which, I mean, in my opinion, that's a personal thing you kind of putting out there, because I never said let's make raids easy. If anybody in here played Explorer mode stuff, the whole intention was to teach mechanics, not make raids easy. And I think a lot of people read my Explorer mode raid comment, and all they saw was make raids easy, and people could just get raid gear and get exotics, and it would just be like a shortcut. And it was like, that's not at all what I was saying. I was literally saying, like, as a tool to teach people, right? Because let's say Bungie didn't reduce the deltas. Let's say raids were as difficult as they were. It's kind of tough teaching people that don't do raids if you don't have the equipped teams, right, to carry people and do stuff. Like, I've done raids with people who don't raid, right? And that shit is tough. Like, when it's like you and maybe one other person with 4 inexperienced people, that shit is difficult, even for the best raid Sherpas, right? That shit is tough. Like, you can do it, but it takes a lot of time, like a lot of time. And so, you know, the idea of having a Explorer mode is literally just like, okay, take inexperienced people in there and let it be a sandbox they can learn mechanics in and grow and build confidence, because confidence is a big part of raiding. Like, there's a lot of people in our Discord, their biggest issue is that they just don't believe, right, that they can do that content. They don't believe that they're ready for it or whatever the case is, and that's fine. Like, you know, some people need that extra, you know, time to build that confidence. So that was literally all I was saying. But even then, you know, people were like, oh, they're gonna get the raid weapons. So I mentioned that to kind of get to my point. I mentioned that I was like, with the raid tier, with the gear tier system, you wouldn't even get high tier gear. You could give tier 1 raid gear in an Explorer mode raid. So the fact that we got raids in Edge of Fate and we're getting tier 1 gear in a base level raid, like a normal raid, that's just weird. In my opinion, base level raid gear should be dropping tier 3. And then if you put feats on, that should just increase it tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, right? That's how it should work, in my opinion. But it doesn't right now, and the fact that it starts you off at tier 1 is weird. I do fully agree with that. So, you know, they've already changed that. You know, now they're making it a little bit easier, more accessible to increase that tier so that folks can earn that gear. But, you know, we'll see how everything shapes out once changes come in and epic raids drop and people get more into the flow of doing the feat system. Because I like that idea, right? I like the idea of increasing challenge, increasing reward. I don't think base level raids should give you tier 4s and tier 5s. Like, I like that element of a little bit of a climb, you know? And I think having base gear in raids drop at tier 2 is fair. I mean, you guys could disagree with me. Let me know. Like, I think tier 2 is fair as a base starting point, you know, for normal raids. And then anything above that, tier 4s, tier 5s, you know, I think that's fair. Saying said, for real, rivals adding blade to the game has you in chokehold. That's why this man ain't coming back. Vixen said it was. Feats are from. We got our 4 done. Now for 5. Oh, you guys are doing feats too? That's pretty sick. I like explorer modes. I mean, push me out of my job, but teaching mechanics is good. Yeah, and that's, you know, that's the whole thing, right? It's like there's Sherpers out there who probably just think like, I don't even need explorer mode raids. Like for you, for example, if you have the people, you know, you have the raid teams that are experienced to teach people, that's totally fine. Like if folks disagree with explorer mode raids, I have no issues with that. My perspective on it was like coming from a person like me, like I don't have a lot of people to teach, and seeing people who come in, you know what I'm saying, and they maybe don't have people. I would love to be able to, you know, teach them, right? And I just think having that sandbox of explorer modes, like I think it really did work for the dungeons. You know, and it could be different for raids. Again, like I think as long as you maintain the integrity of the difficulty of raids, I think that's fine, right? You know, there's no issues with trying to maintain that. And I think you should, right? I think as long as you maintain that this is intended for teaching and not being like a way to circumvent and undermine, you know, the reward and the challenge of raids just for teaching, I think that's, you know, that's as far as it should go, right? But yeah, I think chat, our game sound is kind of loud. No, let me double check. That game sound sounded. This bullshit sounded stupid loud in my ear just now. No, it shouldn't be. Let me lower the in-game sound real quick. Bro just roared in my ear. I was like, hold on, bitch. But that's right. Some don't ever get into a party with 6 people. It's intimidating for a lot. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Yo, Marcus, how you feeling about it? What's your opinion on it? I see you said, eh. I'm curious what people think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but I think the thing that's important to remember, because I've already engaged with people who disagree with this point, and I've heard their perspectives on it, and I'm curious what you guys think. But from a lot of the people who have disagreed with me saying this, from what I've gathered, a lot of their opinions are based on, oh, you're making the raid easy, and that's not at all what this is doing. Like, if you're actually deep in what I'm saying, I am actually not saying that at all. Like, explorer mode doesn't make anything easy. If you've ever Sherpa'd people, like, you can explain something very thoroughly, show it to them 100 times, but if somebody doesn't believe that they can do it or they don't have confidence, they just won't get it. You know what I mean? Everybody learns differently. You know, everybody learns differently. So, I don't think there's anything wrong with adding tools for teaching. You know, it's not circumventing or undermining any challenge or anything like that. So it's not making anything easy, right? Like, chat, look at the day 1 raid, right? Remember when everybody was upset and they were saying, oh man, they're gonna enable normal mode during contest, this is gonna make the contest mode easy. Well, that was a lie. Because normal mode was enabled, and then people were arguing with me saying, oh, it's gonna 100%, this is gonna be the highest cleared raid. And I was like, I don't see how you think that works that way. But I mean, I've never cleared a contest, but I've attempted many, and I've cleared many contest mode encounters, right? Damn near B1. And I know contest is difficult. Just because you enable normal mode and you could go in there and practice does not mean you're gonna execute on contest. So it's basically the same thing, right? Essentially what I'm saying is you can enable explorer mode for teaching. It doesn't mean people are gonna just all of a sudden start. It's not gonna make raids free, if that makes sense, right? but it will help more people to be able to clear raids. And isn't that what people want? Like, don't you want to be able to go into LFGs and feel confident knowing like, hey, there's this mode out there, so maybe more people will learn, you know? And it's not a guarantee, because I know there's a lot of, you know, pessimistic people out there who are like, you can give them explorer mode and they still won't learn. It's like, well, yeah, sure. It's not. Chat, what in life gives you 100% success rate? Nothing. So like, let's not even go there. But you know, it's not the point. You know what I mean? It's not the point. I think doing contests and getting tier 1 put a bad taste. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with that. I agree with that. Contest mode definitely should not have given tier 1s. I think contest mode for sure should have given people tier 5s, right? Because it's a you know, 48-hour thing, single day thing. I think there's nothing wrong with, you know, a contest mode giving tier 5s. I think it 100% should have. You know, and then after contest is done, after you've teased people and shown them what, hey, look, this is what the tier 5 look like in the raid, get people excited about it, right? Like after that, when normal mode drops, make it a base drop of tier 3 and then have the tier the feat system build that up so that as you increase your challenge, you get tier 4s and tier 5s, right? And you make that grind more efficient as you increase your challenge. I think that should be the method that they go with going forward, right? Contest modes give tier 5s, and normal modes give tier 3s, and feats give you tier 4s and tier 5s, you know? And then we'll see what epic raids do, because we still don't even know what epic raids are going to do, right, chat? Like, epic raids are still, you know, a mystery to us at this point. So we still have to wait and see what that's going to be like, because I'm curious, you know, if feats give you tier 5s, which I believe they do. I haven't done feats, so you guys can confirm that for me, but I believe they do. But if feats give you tier 5s, then what do epic raids give you? Or what's the point of epic raids, I should say? You know, I know they're going to add encounters. I know they're going to add to the story. But what is, and I think they're going to add extra loot as well. I think it's going to increase the loot pool. So like, what is the point of the epic raids? Like, what are you getting from doing the epic raids? You know, that's going to be something interesting to see. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I think epic raids are supposed to drop in September, if I remember correctly, but we will see. We will see, chat. Let's see. What do we get? We got boots and we got a bow, because our random was skipping stuff. Oh no, we got an A. We got an A. Okay, that's the not guaranteed part. Okay, got you. Gotcha. We got a 287. And what did our bow drop at? 283. Let me see what my other bow dropped at, actually. You got a memento? A memento? What memento did you just get? What memento just dropped from doing a strike? A solstice memento. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know they were dropping those randomly. I thought... Wait, hold on. Do we have a new solstice memento to get, chat? I actually have no idea. I have no clue. I have zero clue. Actually, do we have... Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Chat. Now that we don't have, you know, crafted weapons are not really a thing anymore. What can we equip, what you call it? What can we equip mementos on? Right? Because we can't equip them here. They can only ever be, they were only ever able to be equipped on enhanced weapons and craftable weapons. So what can you equip mementos on now? Weapon wise, I don't have any. Let me actually pull. I'm actually curious. You can put mementos on new gear. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see any of my mementos here. Like, it's not even, the slot used to be right here. I don't see it. And I know I saw something recently. I was looking at some gear and I saw a memento slot, but I don't see that shit right now. Oh, I don't want to butcher your name in the YouTube chat, but I think it's Amika Gabo. Amika said, I assume they'll add to tier 5s eventually. Oh, I see what you're saying. And you said only on old guns right now. Got you. Okay. Got you. Oh, you said you can't. Reading is essential, Marcus. I missed that. You said you can put them on new gear. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. So mementos just don't even matter anymore, huh? Interesting. Interesting. So you can only put mementos on old stuff. That's interesting, chat. So what is going to happen to mementos now? Like, are they going to update the new stuff to be able to put mementos on them? Or is the time for mementos just over? Is that just it? That's kind of wild. I didn't even think about that. Cause yeah, Cruel just said he just got a memento to drop randomly from just us doing this this playlist stuff. So I was just like, huh, we got new mementos, but it must have been an old one. Cause I'm assuming they're not gonna add a new one. Cause now we have shinies in the game, so I guess you don't even really need mementos. You actually don't need them. Oh man. Let's see. I'm just clearing out some stuff. We got to do some crazy vault cleaning, chat. We have to do some. I need to really sit down and do some intense vault cleaning. Because before Edge of Fate, I want to say we got our vault down to like, what was it, like 620, chat? It was like 620. And I mean, now we are back. We are basically back to 700. What's going on, Brimstone? I appreciate that. I do need to hydrate. I swear I always forget. And then Brimstone pulls up at the perfect time. Perfect timing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to add to the tier 5s and whatnot, Amika. You're absolutely right on that. I mean, we just, that's my thing. Like, we really just got started here, you know, in Edge of Fate. Like, there's a lot of new systems and everything getting put in place. You know, I was having this discussion. If you want to call it a discussion, I don't think it was actually a discussion, but you know, I don't know, man. Like, I try to get online, same way I do here, chat. I try to get online and carry the same, you know, attitude with you know, having discussions, but you're not gonna get that online. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get patience and, you know, open-mindedness in conversations. I know that, but I still do it anyway. I still try to do that anyway. But yeah, man, like it's crazy, man. I honestly, I'm surprised I'm still even on social media as much as I am. Like, people think I'm crazy for it. I spend probably way too much time on there. Way too much time answering people. Some might think I'm crazy, but I do enjoy the back and forth, though. You know what I'm saying? I do enjoy it. I do invite it, you know, so it's not like I'm complaining. I do invite it. But I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that sometimes people don't get underneath my skin. I just be like, what? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I was trying to think of what that person has said. It was something to do with, oh, that's what it was. I was basically saying, like, you know, because essentially with my background, I understand the development process and all that kind of stuff. So I was just sharing a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you make big changes like what Bungie just did with Edge of Fate, there's always going to be a fallout. Like, as a developer, you know that. You know, like, when you make big changes, there's going to be a fallout. You also know usually what the fallout's going to be, so you plan ahead, right? But you still want to test things out and see what it is. You still want to do that. So I was basically just sharing that perspective. I was like, yeah, you know, like there's a lot of things that work. There's a lot of things that don't work. We're sharing the feedback. I'm pretty sure Bungie knows it or whatever. But actually, I think it was Scarrow's post talking about tier 5 exotic armor. That's what it was. And I was saying, you know, a lot of people are just going to read this and just be like, oh, why didn't Bungie do it before? Which is, you know, the usual thing, right? But I was essentially saying, and for my folks in the chat who have ever created anything, developed anything professionally, or, you know, even as a hobby, right? You know, there's a process to everything, Chad. You know what I'm saying? There's a process to everything. And that's all I was basically saying. You know what I mean? That's all I was saying. But it's like, when I say stuff like that, Bungie shill. You're a shill. You're a Bungie apologist. It's like, I don't work for Bungie. Like, what do I need? What do I get from Bungie? Like, nothing. I don't get jack from Bungie, chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing perspective. You know what I mean? I'm just sharing perspective. But yeah, man, that's all that is. But people don't, you know, when you try to get online and say stuff like that, people are not going to try to hear you. Because I literally wrote some shit, and I was like, you know, I explained a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, yeah, man, I was like, you know, people are just basically going to say, well, why didn't Bungie do this before? Right? And somebody actually read that and replied and said, but why didn't Bungie do that before? I was just like, the joke writes itself. You know what I'm saying? The joke writes itself. So, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know. Because I could try, like, I honestly could. I could try to, you know, engage with that, and I do sometimes. I could try to engage with that person and have a dialogue and a conversation. Sometimes people get it. Most times people don't, but, you know. When I'm feeling like I got time to spend doing that, I will. But I didn't really feel like responding to it, because I was just like, you know what? This is a losing conversation, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? It's like there was no point. There was no point. You're trying to get stuff from them? Bro, I tell people all the time. I think it's hilarious when people tell me like, oh, Bungie's paying you. I'm like, Bungie could never cut that check. I promise y'all, Bungie could not cut that check. You know what I mean? Like, they could never. You know what I'm saying? They could never. So that was actually an interesting conversation that happened in the Destiny community not too long ago, actually. Oh shit. People were actually talking about that, like sharing. I think it was, again, shout out to Scarrow, I guess, but you know, I think it was Scarrow who mentioned it. You know, that he, I forget what Scarrow does like for a living, but he was like, yo, you know, like, this is what I do for a living. Content creation is just something I do on the side, right? And I totally resonated with that. I was like, yeah, same. You know, and it does do something with your opinion, right? Not to say that people who are doing content creation, because I want to be 100% clear, like, this is nothing against people who do content creation full time, right? So I'm not even speaking for them, but I am saying, when you do content creation and you don't have to rely on content creation to earn a living, right? There is a level of freedom that comes, right, with what you do, right? Because you don't feel like you have to perform. You don't feel like you have to do or say or, you know, give into certain ideals just to get people to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a little bit more freedom when you don't have to rely on those things. So I always find it funny when people try to say that to me. I'm like, all right, bro, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess. Plays Truth Hurts by Usher. Bro, listen. I'm just saying. I think that shit is so funny. But you know what I'm saying? I have fun with it, chat. I have fun with it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Nice. Oh, by the way, what you call it? Oh shit! Wait, chill. Alexa is surprising me tomorrow. She's actually taking me somewhere. I don't know where we're going tomorrow, chat, but she apparently she planned something since last year, and tomorrow we're gonna be going to whatever that surprise is. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out tomorrow. So I will be posting pics and whatnot, depending on what it is. Obviously, depending on what it is, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, tomorrow apparently I'm gonna be doing something. I don't know what it is, but she said I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna have fun with it. So we will see. We will see. And she's always doing stuff like that, bro. I gotta honestly, what is it, August? Because we made like a plan in the beginning of the summertime where we each would, like, you know, plan dates and whatnot, things to do for the summer. I still gotta plan mine before the end of August. So if anybody has any good ideas, any creative ideas, just drop them in the chat. Let me know. But I want to do something active, but obviously, you know, that's not possible right now because she had the shoulder surgery. But you know, we'll probably think of something else because I don't want to do dinner. We always do dinner. I want to do something, you know, a little bit more. Can't do active, but a little bit more engaging. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know. Now I really don't know because now I'm thinking about, I'm like, yeah, what are we gonna do? Because she literally can't do anything like physical. So I have no clue. He says, so if we don't get pics, we know it's spicy. Your words, not mine. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it. Maybe we'll do like, I know they have like those movies. They have like rooftop outdoor movies you can go watch, like the outdoor screenings in the park. They have the rooftop ones. Maybe I'll take a look at that. See if they're showing like one of her favorite movies or something. That's an idea. That's a pretty cool idea. I'm gonna have to write that down, chat. It's either that or she really wants to do like a cooking class or something. Cause she has this thing. She always wanted to go to culinary school. But I don't know if she can actually do the motions or whatever she has to do for the cooking class. So I don't even know if that's a good idea. I don't think that is. That's probably too soon. Maybe we'll do that like the fall or something. But I don't know. I gotta think of something. Because August is almost over, which is kind of wild. We're already, today's the 12th. We're already halfway through August, pretty much. And that means we're already halfway through August. That means September's right around the corner. I have a little bit less than a month to grind, chat. Because I said that I was going to try to get to 400 by the time Ash and Iron came out. And I don't remember what the date is for the Ash and Iron release. I want to say it was like... Was it September 9th? I don't know why that sounds right in my head. But I want to say it was September 9th. I think it was September 9th. Either way, it doesn't matter. So I gotta put some work in. I have to put some work in. Because that was the plan, right? The plan was we play twice a week. So we'll see, you know, playing twice a week, normal cadence, you know. We're trying to recreate the average person's grind, which honestly, I think I'm under delivering on that aspect. Cause I feel like on average, how often do people play Destiny, right? Like a person who works like a regular 9 to 5, you know, like how much time are they putting into Destiny? Like how many days a week would you say they're playing Destiny, right? In my mind, I'm thinking maybe 3 days a week. Like 2 hours a day, so like 6 hours a week. But I don't know why I feel like that sounds kind of low. Because for me, I literally play at the minimum, because we stream twice a week when we do stream, that's 4 hours. That's 8 hours a week. I feel like that's not bad, right? 8 hours a week. Is that low? I don't even know anymore, dude. Now I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, wait, do I not play enough? Am I really a casual? Am I a filthy casual? Is that? Did I officially earn that title? I think I am officially a filthy casual. Because I don't know why, but that sounds like it's not a lot. 8 hours is a lot for a week? Really? Interesting. So 8 hours is a lot. Okay. I don't know, man. When I look at people in our Discord, I'm like, dude, that's crazy. They play way more than I do. You know what I mean? And these are people with full-time job, and most of them have kids. So I'm like, they're playing a lot. So I'm like, am I really? Is 8 hours really a lot? You said that's a lot for a casual? I don't, yo, Marcus, you think so? I don't know, man. I don't know what a casual is anymore, bro. I have no clue what a casual is anymore. I have no clue. Cause I really thought, like, you know, I thought 8 hours was kind of low. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you could assume a person has kids. That'd probably be even less time, right? But let's say you even play, let's say you play for an hour a day. Let's just stretch it out, right? An hour a day, 7 days a week. That's still 7 hours, right? So is that really a lot? You know what I mean? Like, is that really a lot? I feel like people are playing for more than an hour. I feel like it's got to be more than an hour. I don't know. Maybe we'll put up a poll or something. That'll probably be like a good poll for like Twitter, and maybe in the Discord as well. Because I want to get a feel for like how often people are playing. Because that could really help. That could really help. Because when I do hit 400, I do want to make a video about the power grind. All the chit chatting and all that stuff I've been doing about it, I do want to put together my thoughts in one conclusive video. You know, by the time we hit 400, and really give my full impressions of the power grind from a casual perspective, right? Because I'm like an in-between, right? Like, I'll do hardcore stuff, but the way I approach the game is like a casual. Like, I don't sweat my stats too much, you know. I don't sweat optimizing. I don't sweat, you know, efficient grinding, you know. I don't sweat any of those things. And I still participate in 99% of this game. So, like, when I get up to that point, I'm gonna do, you know, GM level content. I'm gonna do, you know, all of that stuff. I'm gonna do all the conquests, all of those, right? Epic raids come out, I'm gonna do those as well. Like, I'm gonna do all of that stuff. So in that way, it's like, you know, I look at myself kind of like a hybrid. Because casual players probably won't even think about doing those things, but I'll do those. I'll definitely do those. I'll do those with my shitty stats. My non-quadruple. I've seen people with like quadruple and, you know, they got freaking 5 triple digit, you know, stat rolls on their armor and whatnot. I'm like, I don't even know how you do that, but I guess. This was the worst strike to have to do and not bring a ranged weapon, bro. Dude's up top. Yeah, SMGs are cool, bro, but not for range. Don't do that. Don't do that. Speaking of SMGs, I just reminded myself, If I forget, somebody remind me. I need to go to the shooting range because there's something I want to test. A perk I actually want to test. Hold on, let me get this SMG before I forget. This one. So we got this roll on the SMG with, this is the roll I was talking about earlier, by the way. And it comes with burning ambition. So dealing sustained damage more quickly scorches the target. Dealing damage to a scorched target inflicts scorch. So I want to test this perk out because I was using it in real time. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice it. I did not notice the perk. Like, I did not notice myself scorching targets. You know, and I didn't notice ignitions or anything proccing. So I want to see, like, at least for a primary weapon, because I don't have it on any special weapons, but I want to see like how that perk, actually I do have it on a heavy weapon, but I want to see how that perk works, you know, how viable it actually is, because it didn't feel great, but I know like on paper it looks like a really good perk. So maybe I was doing something wrong. I don't know, could totally be that, but I want to test that perk out. So that's probably another thing I'm going to do as well. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Actually, I'm gonna do that after this. After this, we'll switch. We'll go to the shooting range real quick, and I'll get back to the power ground. I'm not gonna like stop, but I want to test it out really quick. Nice. What difficulty did we put this on? I think we did. Did we do master, or was this experts? Does it not say that? Minus 30. I think that's master. I thought it would have set it on the side, but it doesn't. I think we did master. I had to double check. It is master. Bet. The reason I ask is because I know for the matchmake stuff you can matchmake up to master, but Grandmaster difficulty, is that available? That is available. Pretty sure that's available. That's what happens when you take a week off. Like last week I was looking at all of this stuff, so I knew 100%, but right now I'm like, is Grandmaster stuff available? I think it is, and then they said they're gonna add more conquest or something next episode or season. The update Ashen Iron. We're actually not even doing. The crazy thing is, right? We're not even doing seasons anymore. Like this is a season. We're in season of reclamation, but like Ashen Iron is not considered a new season. Ashen Iron is just the update. So we're still in season of reclamation. It's just so weird because, you know, we don't have any like seasonal stories. There's nothing weekly, but Bungie did say we were going to get new story stuff. They did confirm that actually. I think it was at Guardian Con they confirmed that. It was Allison who mentioned that there was going to be some story stuff. I don't know what form it's going to be in. I don't know if it's going to be cutscenes, missions, whatever the case is. We have yet to see what that's going to be like. But they did say we will get more story. That much we do know. That much we do. Grandmaster's 400. Got you. Got you, got you. Yeah, So I'm not even, basically don't even look at Grandmasters right now. Don't even look at it. Because I know they changed like the, what do you call it? Whatever the power delta is to let you get into those activities. I'm pretty sure they changed those. Let's see, we got a helmet. I don't think we have anybody in our Discord who's ready for GM level stuff. Got a golf ball. Yeah, I don't think we have anybody in our Discord who is even close. No, actually, we have a couple people that are like 350. We got a few 350s. We need to do another poll. I'm gonna put another poll in Discord to see who is where. Because we put one out like second week. And at that point, honestly, a lot more people than I thought were closer to me, lower in the grind, than closer to where a lot of people at that time were, which was like in the first week. I want to say people were like 250, 300 in like the first week. Meanwhile, I was over here just hitting 200, you know. But now people are like 350, 400, got some 450s popping out. And we're still under a month, chat. We're still under a month. On August 15th, it'll officially be 1 month for Edge of Fate. Cruel said he's close. It'll auto switch to GM once I hit 370. Oh shit, nice. Oh yeah, that's true. It does change. It does. That is very, very true. All right, let's see what Destiny Power Bars is saying right now. Right now I need chest piece and my heavy's falling behind, so I need a heavy. So I'm probably gonna switch it up. I'm gonna back us out of this real quick. Sorry, teammate. Apologies, didn't mean to do that. Portal score multiplier starts now. What the hell is this? Portal score multiplier adds a bonus, a 5% bonus to your fire team score. Chat, what is this? Did I miss something on socials? Like what is this? Where the hell did this just come from? Like, did something just get tweeted out? Did everybody just get this score multiplier? I'm like, I didn't do anything. Like, what? I'm 280. I was 280 when I started. So why do we have a 5% multiplier or bonus? Popped up for you when you open the game after the update? Really? Like, is it part of Solstice? I don't know if it's part of Solstice. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'll take the extra 5%. I'm not mad at it at all. We did get the bow. Nice. And we are ranked 16 for Solstice, so that's good. Let's see what we got on the bow. Or this is static, right? So we got Dragonfly and Precision Instrument. Put that in. Oh, actually, no. That's a 289. Chill, bro. We're going to test this out. So let's keep that. Let's put this away. This away. We're going to keep our week 2 Solstice buff. Is that what that is? I told you, bro. I'm a casual, man. I'm a casual at this game. You need to complete 7 Scorch matches to get the title. Oh, I haven't even tried that shit yet. We could play some of that. We could play a couple matches of that. I don't mind that. I haven't even tried it once. So, yeah, if anybody wants to try out the PvP, the Scorched PvP mode for Solstice, we could do that too. Fire team is open, so feel free to join. Exclamation point SK in the chat if you don't have me added, but feel free to add me and join up. This is what I need. You haven't played it either? Yeah, we could try it out. I'm down for that. All right, so we got a 289, so we're close, chat. We're getting pretty close. I need to get a heavy weapon. So let's take a look on the portal and see what is going to give me a heavy. And we could run that. If anything, I don't think I actually saw anything. Yeah, Pinnacle Op is giving Mint Retrograde. Crucible is giving the Pulse. Watch it be solo ops. Or it's not solo ops. Okay. So nothing's giving heavy, but that's fine. We could just switch it up though. We could probably do some of these down here. Looks like everything is giving Solstice Engram. Okay. Gotta get lucky on the random powerful drops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get lucky. That's fine, because that's really all I need. Everything else is pretty much high. It's just my power weapon. I'm gonna catch you later, Marcus. All right, do we need anything else here? Reach rank 15. We do have 150 coin. I didn't actually use this marketplace. I don't know if anybody's actually used this before, but I haven't used this. Like when Arms Week was out, I had the currencies, which, I mean, you should just use them. They expire, so probably gonna use these before it ends. Cause yeah, last time when Arms Week was here, I didn't spend a single one. Not a single one. All right, let's go to the shooting range. I just want to test out this perk real quick, and then we'll jump into the PvP mode, and then we'll switch back to regular playlist stuff. Haven't even used it on Arms Week. Might just get the tier 3s. Yeah, from what I saw, that's why you really want that Guardian rank 9. Especially for those drops. Especially for those. Oh, I gotta call her back. Oh, yeah, my grandmother called me. I gotta call her back. Let's see. 1 sec, chat. So you need someone 400 plus to carry you through a GM? Need 1 GM run with Famine and 2 Master Conquests. I mean, I'm gonna get there eventually. I'm gonna get there eventually. All right, let me see something real quick. Let's put Cabal. Cabal are pretty easy. Let's do single combatant. All right, I want to take a look at something real quick. Let's get this dude out. I want to test out this perk, chat. This Burning Ambition. I mean, it's enhanced, so it's not going to really be a good test. I should have the base perk, but we'll test it out anyway. I want to see how quickly this thing builds up Scorch stacks. So it says dealing sustained damage more quickly scorches the target. Dealing damage to a scorched target inflicts Scorch. So, you know, we're gonna test this out without scorching the target first, and then we're gonna test it just by adding on that scorch and then doing the damage. So we'll see. We'll see. What the fuck? Well, let me get you your own. I'm gonna get you your own dude to shoot. Well, I'm gonna shoot one in the back. I'm gonna get another one. Actually, let me put one in the back. You got the perk too? All right, let's see. Oh, actually, hold up. I gotta turn off this artifact stuff because it's gonna fuck it up. Because I was doing these tests last time and I was like, why the fuck is all of this stuff popping off? It was the artifact. All right, so let's see. It should show scorch stacks building up on the screen, right? Oh, I need to take off this this mod too. Let's take this off. So when you're building up Scorch, you should see it on the screen somewhere. Right? Or it actually doesn't show that. See, I can see the Scorch building up, but it doesn't show. Okay. Let me just check something really quick. Huh. Chat, did it not used to show Scorch stacks building up on the left side? I'm not tripping. It did used to show you that. And now it's not showing you that. Interesting. That's going to make this a whole lot more difficult. If you get Scorch, it showed you that? Huh. That's only when you are Scorched. Really? I could have sworn it showed you when you did Scorch. Okay. Got you. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look and see how quickly this builds up. I want to see when I start to build up. There we go. Damn, that's damn near half the freaking mag before you even start. Let's do that one more time. Yep, right around 19 bullets is when you start to build up the Scorch stacks. Oh, your dude is fucking me up right now. Why you're, wait, hold on. You got some over penetration shit? Why are your bullets going through that dude and hitting my dude? What? The fuck you got on your SMG? Ah, you got armor piercing rounds. Got it. I'm like, why the fuck? I was like, why the fuck are your bullets flying right through your dude? That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna use this guy over here. So let's see. Test it again. Trying to see if it's particular 19. Ooh, it's right around like 18. Nah, you're good, Cruel. You're good. That's kind of wild. So let's see. I'm gonna test it now with Scorch. And I want to see if I can build up to an ignition. So let me just empty the mag out. Oh shit. Wait, take off your what you call it, your artifact mod real quick. I forget the one that it is that builds up that, what is that, solstice? Is that solstice actually, chat, or is that the artifact mod? I forget. There's some shit. Yeah, it's this one, radiant shrapnel. That's the one. All right, let's see. If I empty the mag on this dude. All right. Can't proc an ignition, but let's empty the mag. Reload. Empty 2 mags. Let's see if we can proc an ignition. Nope. 3 mags. So like, not even 2.5 mags. Let's do it again. Literally, it takes about 90 bullets to proc an ignition. That's what I'm getting. So now let's see if we Scorch and then empty the mag. Got it. Okay. So we can Scorch and then like half the mag, a little less than half the mag. So like 20 bullets. Which is not bad. So the ideal way to do it would obviously be to Scorch first, then use the perk. Then it's a little bit more viable. But now, like Cruel is saying, if you have Ember of Ashes on a solar subclass, let's give that a try. I think I have it on already, but let's see. I don't. Ember of Ashes like 2 mags. All right, so let's see. Let me go rally up. Two 2/3. Which knife do I have on this class? Let me just switch this. Proximity explosion. Use knife trick. All right. So let's see. Wait, hold up. What? I barely did anything. You said Ember of Ashes is like 2 mags? I didn't have to do 2 mags just now. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, with the knives, with the knives. Oh, you just did it. You just did it without it. I got you. I got you. You just tested it without it. Your melee doesn't scorch. Okay. Yeah, I think the ideal way to use this perk, like the perk by itself is not great. Like if you just wanted to use a perk by itself, it's not great. But if you really want to maximize the, what is this perk called, chat? So I can say the name. If you want to maximize the Burning Ambitions perk, you definitely want to make sure you have on Ember of Ashes, throw a melee to scorch. And literally, like you just tickle the boss or whoever you're shooting, and you proc an ignition. That's kind of nuts. Let's see how many ignitions we could proc just over this. So that's one. Oh, you know what's crazy? I thought. So this is how you can build into it. Okay. So if you get like a crazy melee build where you're able to like regen your melee and continuously proc scorch off your melee or whatever, your melee grenade. Like if you have a nice build where you build into your melee grenade and you're able to proc it consistently, you can just trigger ignitions just using this perk. Kind of wild. Kind of wild. Now I kind of want to do that. Because that's really crazy. You glad they fixed the throwing hammer? Oh yeah, because it doesn't do the bounce shit anymore, right? It was such a weird thing too. It was like Titans were throwing their hammers and the shit was bouncing like all the way across the screen and stuff. But let me see what my grenade does. Okay, so the grenade is a little bit more, but not much. Not much. It's like 6 bullets. When you use your throwing knives, it's insane. It's literally like, look at this. Chat, 1 bullet. That's crazy. That is actually silly. Let me see if I have an exotic on me. I don't have what it takes to put together a full build, like a full melee build, but I'm gonna put together some janky shit real quick. Like I'm already thinking about a build to put together for like a melee build that could be kind of nasty. Could be kind of nasty. Caliban hand is not bad either. Proximity knife scorches targets. It applies 60 scorch on detonation. And it's unaffected by Ember of Ashes. Okay. So that wouldn't really help. Maybe I could go with, what's the chest piece with the throwing knives? What's that chest piece called, chat? You get like multiple melees or class abilities. There's 2 of them actually. Let me see. You have, oh yeah, it's a Phidias Spathe. So 2 knives per charge, which obviously could work. Or you can go 6 Coyote, but let's go with Phidias Spathe, since that gives me 28 melee. Again, this is just a janky build. I just want to see, you know, what we could put together here. Do I have any armor that is crazy spiked into melee? 29 is not bad. That's not what I need. Let's see, boots, 29. Let's see, class item, we got one with 30. This might actually work. Hold up. Thing that's gonna suck though is because I don't have. The stats are not gonna be great. It's not gonna be perfect, but because I would need melee and class. Fan knife scorch more than hammer strike. Yeah, no, it's kind of silly. Like it's really kind of silly. Like the knives alone almost cause an ignition. It's kind of wild. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's see. This is 28 melee. All right, so we got our melee to 123. Our class abilities at 55. Let's see if we can split the difference here and boost our class a little bit. That's giving me class. I think if you masterwork the exotics, it gives you an extra slot, right, Chad? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, bitch, you gotta give me back my... I'm deleting this afterwards anyway. Give me back my my currencies. Okay, so yeah, let's go class here. Let's go class here. And then let's put on focusing strike. Actually, let's do triple this. Let's put on melee. We're gonna go full melee here, chat. I think that's pretty much what I need. I'm not gonna do a whole orbs build and everything like that. We're just gonna go just with those mods. So 113 melee, 98 class. Again, janky setup, but I just want to be able to test something out here. So we throw, proc, dodge, throw, proc. That's crazy, dude. That's freaking insane. So imagine if you were able to build into this efficiently with really good stats. You could do some sick shit. Because I just got back my class ability. You could do some sick shit with oh, I think I threw it too fast. Hold on, did y'all see that? I dodged, I got my melee, I threw it. Proc scorch, proc ignition. Then I threw my second melee after that ignition, but it didn't proc scorch. Weird. There we go. Yep. And you see, I'm getting back like half my class ability. Dude, this is gonna be insane. What? Oh, this is gonna be a build for sure. I am 100%. This is going down on my list, chat. We are going to make this build. We are definitely gonna make this build. You don't get Ember of Ashes on Prismatic, do you? They didn't give us that kind of power, right? That's not a thing. I don't think they did. Is there anything for melee or Scorch at all? Oh, man, if they put that... Wait, hold on. Finishers create a detonation that jolt, Scorch, or make targets volatile. Interesting. I want to see something, chat. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, it's using finisher, so I don't really... That's not really something I like enjoy doing, but I just want to see if it works. I want to see how many stacks of Scorch we get. I don't think it's going to be as good as pure solar, but we might as well try it out. Which one was that? Here we go. That was based on super, right? Yeah, based on super. All right. Let me put some of these dudes on the field. Oh, wait a second. No, chat, you should be able to proc different enemy types, right? Actually, I haven't tried this before. So how can I put out this dude and one of the little ones? Let me see. He's in the back. Or can you not do that? Is that not possible? Bungie, can we not do that? Yeah, it just changes it. Yeah, see, it cleans it up and then it just puts these dudes on the field. Damn, bro. I want to be able to get one of the little guys out and then test it, but I don't think we can. Yeah, you could put a champ. I guess we could use a champ. Man, that makes sense. We could do that. Same shit. Okay, so Let's see. I need to get a finisher and then proc Scorch on this champ. And then we'll see. Well, let's see if it even... Oh, what the fuck, bitch? What you doing? What are you doing? Where the hell is what you call it? Where's the thing so they don't stomp? Like, why are you fighting right now? Yeah, see that? That's how you turn on the behaviors. So, all right, so you're not supposed to be attacking. Why are you stomping? That's crazy. All right, anyways, let's see if I can proc Scorch from here. That did not proc Scorch, it's too far. Okay, that's perfect. Let me see. No! Hold up. I had him lined up. Wait a sec. I want to get one in the front. Ah, shit. All right, let me try this. Let's see if that works. That should be close. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's definitely not enough Scorch stacks. It's not terrible, but it's not as crazy as pure Scorch. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm gonna put this dude over here. So if we do this melee, interesting. I mean, you could do something with ignitions if you want to run it like that. You could. It's not as good as pure solar though. You know what I'm saying? It's not as good. Yeah, let's clear it. Or actually, no. Run a wave. Put another champ. I was trying to see if the flow worked the same, but it's not as good. Because if I do this... The fuck? Why we had to empty the mag there? Hold on. We damn near had to empty the mag out. Oh, you're still scorched? Wait, what the? Why is dude scorched but not getting ignited? Look at this. He's still... Okay, there we go. I'm like, what's taking so long here? Hold up. Are fan knives just that good? Like, do fan knives just proc that much? Scorch? Okay. I mean, it's not as great as pure solar, but that's not bad. If you want to run prismatic and use burning ambition and just use the fan knives, that's not that bad. Even without Ember of Ashes, that's not bad. That is definitely doable. That is definitely doable. So I would say definitely, if you're going to use burning ambition, I mean, I'm only looking at Hunter, obviously. I haven't looked at Titan and Warlock, but Cruel is out here using Titan. It seems like it's pretty good. But at least if you're on a Hunter and you're on Prismatic, just use the fan knives, honestly. Throw a fan knife, use the, at least for the enhanced Burning Ambition, I could test. But if you use the fan knives and Burning Ambition enhanced, it's not that bad on Prismatic. But if you use that shit on pure solar with Ember of Ashes, it's literally a single bullet. So if you build into your melee and grenade and getting that back quickly, you could chain some crazy ignitions using this perk. So that's, I'm gonna actually put that on my list, chat. Putting it on my list because it might be pretty damn good for most content in the game, even GM stuff. Could be pretty good. Ad clear wise, damage wise, bosses, whatever the case. Could be good. All right, Cruel, I'm gonna throw us back into the playlist if you still want to run. Actually, we said we were gonna do PvP. Let's do that. Let's do that. You just use consecration by itself, crazy explosions. I see. You were testing a Thor exotic? How do you like that exotic? I know that it like is supposed to leave some I forget exactly how it works. I think it's supposed to explode targets or some shit, right? When you pull it back or time it perfectly. I need to get it on my Titan to see for myself, but I didn't really understand when they said like timing it perfectly. I was like, how do you mistime it? Because it seems like it's pretty simple. You just throw it and then you call it back. So I guess there's like a window, like a perfect window that you want to aim for. But it seems fun though. It does seem fun, you know. But I did hear that consecration got nerfed a few times actually. So I don't know, like, is consecration still, I don't think it's going to be as good as it was, which, I mean, I think it was broken anyway. I know people like, you know, the fun of it, but I mean, let's be honest. Like how the Hunter grapple melee, for example, is absolutely busted right now. When you look at the Titan consecration, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. When it was at, you know, its peak. Especially on prismatic. Being able to do that kind of stuff on prismatic is fun as shit, but, you know, it's slightly overtuned. I don't know if they killed it completely. It seems like people still use it. But I know that the ignition part of it is what they recently nerfed, which was like the last, like, I guess, remnant when that shit was good. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's actually dead for Titans. But the Hunter thing right now is the grapple melee, which I haven't used it much. I have not used it much. I probably should learn how though, because like it one-shots certain bosses. I don't know what the setup is. I don't know if it's like viable for all bosses in the game. I have no clue. But if it is, and I know Bungie nerfed some stuff today, which I think plays a part in why the Hunter thing is kind of busted. But what people are saying is that's not enough. It's still kind of busted. So, I mean, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good because I know Titans are mad right now because they caught a nerf today. So the fact that the Hunter grapple melee is still busted, apparently, still after the nerf from today, that's a little wild. That's a little crazy. I can see why people would be upset. I would be too if I was a Titan. I'd be like, bro, you keep nerfing me. The fuck happened to this? So I could see that. I could definitely see that. You still use it in solo ops? It can melt bosses pretty easily. Yeah, like I could see it still being viable. The consecration, I could still see it being viable. Like I don't think that. Can't say this for certain because I haven't played much of my Titan or my Warlock recently, but I don't think that we've had any nerfs recently that have like completely killed something, right? Like killed some aspect of some class. Like I don't know. I feel like even with the consecration nerf, like what Cruel is saying, still usable, still works. You know, still add clear, still do good damage on bosses. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Was it fair? Was it justified? They also let Tempest Strike work with Combination Blow. Yeah, apparently that was a bug. Apparently that was a bug. So, because it was always like that. Because I would use Combination Blow when I was running Pure Arc. So, apparently that was not working. Let me put my stuff back on. I think this is probably my favorite configuration for the seasonal artifact. My favorite mods. Like this Radiant Shrapnel mod is pretty damn good. And from what I've figured out from running, at least so far, combining the solar mods, I haven't even used the stasis mods, which I need to try them out, but I haven't even touched stasis. The solar stuff though is pretty fun. And if you get a build going where you're able to drop like those pickups like fire sprites and whatnot, There's also some buffs for that too, which are pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Dude, I haven't fucking played... What is this mode called again? The Scorch Cannon stuff? I haven't played Scorch Cannon with Scorch Cannons in so long. I'm about to get destroyed. Or not. I lied. I lied, chat. I forget where you're supposed to look on the box, because there's like a specific part in the sights you're supposed to look at, because I suck at aiming this shit. When people are in the air, I can't hit them. I'm cooked. I try to wait till they like touch the ground, like those dudes. Got one. I don't know how I missed the first people. They were literally touching the wall. Oh. Okay, I'm not as bad as I thought. I'm not as bad as I thought. Okay, I see you. Somebody else is on my right. See, I don't know how people do that kind of stuff where they shoot from distance and hit people. That shit be crazy. Got one. That's a trade. Good shit. Wait a minute. If you create fire sprites, you buff your Scorch Cannon? That's kind of crazy. That's a little crazy, chat. That might be busted. Ah, fuck. That might be busted. Oh, now people on our team quit. Usually just blast yourself in the air, get above everybody. Yeah, you could do that. I think there's like a ceiling on this map though. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Son of a bitch. Not the fall damage cooking me just now. Let me get cleaned up. Crazy thing is too, these matches be fucking like when you get into a match like this, like where it's 23-20, these matches go down to the wire. It'd be crazy intense. I'm on a cold streak right now. I gotta get hot. Oh my god, bro is just spamming from deep and actually hit me. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Somebody on their team getting a two-piece. Whoever's on our team cooking right now, appreciate you because we are getting carried. I'm so ass at this shit, bro. I'm so ass at this shit. I like when Bungie has these quirky modes though. These are usually fun. My only issue is I suck. Like the Scorch Cannon shit, I suck. Now if we had like a gun game mode or something like that, that would be fire. But that's tough in a game like Destiny. Like how do you determine what weapons are featured? You know what I mean? Like how do you pick? Son of a bitch. They take so long. These matches do take long. I feel like the score is a bit high. Like I think 50 would, I mean, I don't know. It depends. I'm not good at this mode, so it's like I don't score that much usually when I play. I think my highest game was maybe 15, maybe. And that might not even be what it was, to be honest. Son of a bitch. It's so easy for some people, you know what I mean? It's like they just run around the map, it's like aimbot. They just don't miss. I'm praying for somebody to be on the ground. Like that person, and I still couldn't hit him, chat. I had 2 attempts. That person was on the ground and I still could not hit them. Bruh. Fucking, this is ridiculous. There we go. What the fuck are you doing up there, bro? I don't know, man. I get what Bungie was thinking. Scorch cannons, haha, solstice. But I'm trying to think of all the different party modes that we have. We have the Scorch cannon stuff. We have what else, chat? What else is there besides Scorch cannons that we could have done for solstice? Right? Somebody carried the shit out of us just now. Ooh. We got chest, helmet. We got a heavy. Did that drop powerful? It did. Perfect. That was actually, damn. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the buff that we just got today, chat? Does this mean, I know that PvP you can level up completely, but does this mean that PvP is now the play? Because that's kind of wild. I got a bunch of drops that I think all just kind of pushed me up. Let me take a look. So where we at? We got, okay, that's not terrible. Gauntlets 284, chest 283. That can't be accurate. Didn't I just get a chest piece, chat? I just got a chest piece. It was 286. Yeah, that's not right. That's not updated. There we go. Now it's updated. Okay, so gauntlets are 284. That was pretty. That was, yeah, my 286 I just got from PvP. 286 just got from PvP. 286 chest piece just got from PvP. That was pretty good. That was pretty damn good. That was pretty damn good. Are they trying to do a raid tonight? Hold up. Let me see if they got their team full. What's today? Tuesday. Wait a minute. Oh, bet. They got a full team. Let's fucking go. Discord cooking. Love to see that. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to see people getting together and doing these raids. That's what's up. What's up? Huh? Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fair. Whatever. One of the meals. Why? I'm gonna get off in a little bit and grab it. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking. I was like, it's like 5 meals per, right? Well, it's, yeah, 5 dinners, 5 lunches. Yeah, so far it's pretty good. Well, 1 breakfast. 1 breakfast. We've actually been trying out Factor, chat. We've actually been trying it out. We had a channel sponsor for it a couple months ago, but I had actually not used it at the time, but now I'm actually using it. We ordered it, when did it come? Sunday? So we got like 20 meals. So it's like 5 lunches, 5 dinners for the week. So it's like 20 meals a week. And so far, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Like when I first got it, I was like, I was like, the serving sizes feel like they're a little bit small. But having eaten the lunch and dinner for like 3 days in a row, it's actually pretty good. And the food tastes great. So, but I wanna try it out for the whole month and see how I feel about it. And then I want to try out different meals, because right now I've tried out like a different meal per day. So I've tried like 4 different meals. I want to say I repeated a couple, but I've tried like 4 different meals. So it's pretty good though. It's pretty good. I was actually shocked, like the taste, because you know, you heat it up in the microwave or whatever. I was actually thinking, I was like, maybe I might put it in a pan, because I try to stay away from the microwaves and whatever, but I was like, maybe I'll put it in a pan and boil it. But they don't actually give you instructions for that, which I was shocked by. I was actually shocked by that. You tried it, but you're allergic to poultry, so barely had anything to choose from. Ah, I see. Yeah, like my mom is allergic to rice, so like she can't eat any of it because all of it has rice. So like even the stuff that don't have rice got rice in it somehow, some way. So like, yeah, it's kind of tough if you have allergies. It is kind of tough. I mean, I know when I was doing the quiz, they do ask you if you have allergies. So I don't know if they've updated it at all. I have no clue. So could be the case. Not sure though. God damn, that's a lot of people right there, bro. There we go, 3-piece. Now we're cooking, chat. Now we're cooking. They use chicken stock with so much? Yeah, it's like that kind of stuff. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when you last tried it. I mean, I've also used HelloFresh. I've used that before. So I don't know if they're any different. HelloFresh is pretty good. Allergies rare, so people barely ever account for it. Yeah, I can see something like that, because yeah, people, you know, it's chicken. People eat chicken. So that's kind of that. Damn, that sucks, bro. That's true. Like, you use chicken stock for a lot. I mean, y'all already know I love food. So when I got that delivery and I opened up the first pack and I saw the serving size, I was highly speculative. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. I might need a different option, because you know, I like big plates. But I've actually been surprised, you know, and maybe, you know, maybe it's gonna help with getting a more consistent diet in. And I want to try some of the other meals and stuff that they have. Like they have like high protein diets and shit like that. So I'm gonna try all the different stuff they got. Yo, this is crazy. I don't know how people are so fucking accurate in this mode. How are people so accurate? Wait, did you say you're allergic to chicken and turkey? Both? So you can just eat fish? I mean, I'll be honest. If I had to pick one type of meat, like, that I couldn't have between chicken, turkey, you know, and fish, I'd get rid of the rest of them and just eat fish, to be honest. Like, I love seafood, bro. I love seafood. That's probably hands down my favorite. And yeah, dude, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to get good at this mode. I really am. But this shit is crazy. Like this has always been my least favorite of Bungie's party modes. Not because it's bad, just because I suck. But it's always been my least favorite. But I do want to see them add like more. Look at that. I can't even hit the person in front of me, dude. Nah, if I'd have missed that, that would have just been really bad. Really bad. But yeah, like I've always sucked at this mode. Other modes, I don't mind. Other modes, I do not mind. But I do want to see some more party modes. Some more fun stuff. I didn't really vibe with the sparrow control thing. I didn't even really play much. I probably played it like once. Yeah, I probably played it like one time. But that's the one where you could like spawn your sparrow in PvP and like run people over. You know, I think they made, wasn't that made off of like a bug or some shit? Something like that. Like PvP was bugged or control was bugged and people could like spawn their sparrows. And then they just said, fuck it, we'll make it a mode. Oh, I could have sworn you said chicken. I didn't even catch you said poultry. I probably just saw poultry and immediately thought chicken. You did say allergic to poultry. Damn, that's crazy, dude. So what's your diet like? Is it just, because I mean, nah, you've posted a lot of pictures in Discord, food pics. Now I'm like trying to connect the dots. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, hold on. Yeah, a lot of it is seafood. Shit. Nah. What's this thing over here that look like chicken? I see something that looks like chicken. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. Where we at now? 287. We have a 289. That's our highest, so we can get rid of this. What's the roll? Hold on a second. Tier 2. Why'd I get a tier 2? Why did I get a tier 2? $289. We're getting to 290, which is nice. 287, 287. Get rid of this. Yeah, we're making some pretty good progress. 287, 289. Get rid of this. Let me just put my shit back on. Nah, it's all good, crew. It's all good. I'm about to head out too. I'm about to go get some dinner. Alexa literally just came in, was like, what you having for dinner? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go pick from one of those factor meals and see. But I don't know. There's a lot of different options that I got though. I have like some salmon dishes. I have some chicken dishes. There's some beef dishes. So it's a nice mix, a nice variety. Riley, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, Riley? Didn't do well, Crucible, based on your performance. I got a B though. Should have got a good reward. I mean, you're getting a B, pretty much. And we did lose, so that's true. That is true. That is true. But no, we did get a B. I did get my powerful drop. I just didn't get all the bonuses and whatnot. Oh man. But yeah, I had salmon for lunch. I'm thinking chicken. You said you're playing so bad you're only getting a C+? Dude, this mode is rough. This mode is rough. Like, if you're not good at the scorched PvP mode, like, for me at least, it's just not enjoyable. It's really just not enjoyable. And we don't have to play this mode, but I know it's up there for the title, so the only reason that we're doing it. Because honestly, I wouldn't have touched it otherwise. I would not have touched it otherwise. Like, I let everybody who's good at that shit go and have their fun, but I know where I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? And I stick over there. So, what's my favorite game? The one that you are watching us play right now, Destiny 2. That would be the one. Oh, you said even some of their beef options have chicken stock in there somewhere. You can get the title without it. Oh, really? Cruel was saying, wait, Cruel, Marcus is saying that you don't need to do this mode for the title. So we might not need to do this. Let me actually, I haven't even looked at the title, to be honest. What do we need? 4. First piece of souls. Are you trying to guild? It says play 7 Scorch matches. Yeah, I see it here. I see it right here. You're not trying to guild, you're just trying to get the title. Hold up, let me take a look. Where is this one? So yeah, I don't have a lot of these. I mean, I unlocked Flamekeeper from before, but if I want to guild, I need to just do 4 of these. So I'm guessing that would be, yeah, that's these here. So I need to imbue a full set of Sublime Armor. I need to reach event rank 30, and I need to wear a full set and do Portal Activities Master difficulty higher to guild. In order to earn the title for the first time, I don't know how many of these you need to complete. That's the only thing that would matter, because there's 2, 4, 6, there's 8 of these that you need to complete, 8 triumphs. So I don't know if it says 8 triumphs for you to complete in order for you to unlock the title itself. If it does say 8, then yeah, you do need to do 7 matches, if that's the case. Got you. Okay. Yeah, Marcus, I think you do have to do it if you don't have the title. If you're trying to guild, then yeah, you don't have to do it. Like, I don't have to do it. I just need to do 4 of these in order to guild. Minecraft? Nah, I never played Minecraft. Or I don't play Minecraft. I played Minecraft years ago when I was younger. But yeah, haven't touched Minecraft in like a decade. It's been a long time since I played Minecraft. But I know it's a fun game. I know a lot of people love the shit out of Minecraft. But me personally, never really got into it. Like, I'm a big survival game fan. My cousin actually got me into Minecraft. He was the one that was really trying hard to convince me, because he put a shit ton of time into that game. But I couldn't get into it personally. I couldn't get into it. There's no way I just missed that person dead on. And again, how many years I've been streaming? Oh man, yo, you know what's crazy? I feel like I've been getting asked this question like once per stream. Not a bad thing, by the way. Not a bad thing. I appreciate the question. It's just kind of interesting. I've been getting this question like once a stream, every single week. But no, we've been streaming for like 10 years, I want to say, on and off. But honestly, last 2 years is when I really put a lot of effort into it. So I usually tell people 10 years in total, but really 2 years of real like effort. So about 2 years. Been about 2 years. Oh, I got you. I didn't get you? Yo, nah, Cruel, this is so the last match, bro. I can't subject myself to this type of ass whooping. This is crazy. Oh my lord. How do people hit people with these things, bro? This is crazy. This is insane. This is madness. I am not interested in any art, if that's what you are trying to push, my friend. That stuff was made by me. I've mostly done everything on this channel myself, and I'm not actually interested or looking for anything. But I do appreciate the question. Some people get off on that sort of thing. Bro. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know who just hit that shot, but that's kind of nuts. Was that Cruel? That might have been Cruel. That was nice. I saw that. I saw that. Yo, what's going on, Nap? The solicitors and streams are relentless. Been dealing with for a long time. Honestly, Twitch chat, I don't get them much. YouTube is gonna happen because, you know, don't have that same level of protection, but I'm gonna find a way. And look, honestly, I don't like, shout out to the folks out there trying to get it. I'm not hating, I'm not mad. Like, do your thing. But you know, personally, I'm not interested. I'm not looking for anything. We actually got mercied. We did. We just got fucked up. We just got fucked up. But yeah, now we were just playing the Scorch Cannon mode just now, getting destroyed. But GG's, crew. GG's. GG's. I'm gonna back out. Funny thing is, I knew that was going to be the line of questioning the moment the conversation started. But I'm a nice guy, chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nice guy. Like, so I just grinded some PvP for Solstice as well. Nice. Yeah, I still need to play some comp. I haven't played comp yet. I haven't even touched it. And I need to get my my hand cannon, bro. I need that. I'm still gonna call it Not Forgotten. I don't even know what the new name is for it, honestly. I've kind of forgotten what it was. No pun intended, but what you mean? What you mean, Marcus? Most of the time I let them talk and then just don't say anything. Just say I don't need anything. Yeah, like in the past, like when they would pull up, usually like if Socks was here, they wouldn't even get a chance. You know what I mean? They wouldn't even get a chance. Like you don't even shit, fucking Nat in here. You wouldn't even get a chance in the Twitch chat. Like it doesn't even pop up because in Twitch chat you have to like verify your mobile number and whatnot. YouTube doesn't have like those same level of securities, but you know there's ways to do it. I'm still YouTube chat is newer, so it's a little bit more open. It's more prone to stuff like that, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I actually don't even get that in Discord either. Yo, I do not fuck around when it comes to like security shit. You gotta verify everything. I don't give a fuck. A lot of people be like, no, don't do that because then you're like limiting the people who can come into your chat. That's the point. Like, if you don't want to verify your mobile number, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you don't need to be in my chat. Like, it's just that simple. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm totally fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally fine. But yeah, like I know a lot of that stuff is bots. I don't even, you know what? I usually be trying to figure out. I'm like, are these real people? You know what I'm saying? Like, are these actual real people or are these all bots? Because if these are real people, I really want to talk to one of them, like legit. Like I want to have a conversation. Like I know you come in and trying to push a shit and I don't want it, but I really want to have a conversation. Like we need to work on your business plan. Like this is not good. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good plan. You got to stop with this shit. Like there's better ways to get, you know, people to do your art and stuff. Cause early on, y'all know I like to help people. I like to conversate. Early on, there were people in my chat and I told them straight up, I said, yo, join the Discord, right? And I said, show me where your work. Let me see your work. Because like, I feel like if you pull up to somebody's chat, you're trying to push art. It's like, why would I? Like, I don't know what your work looks like. Nothing. I have nothing to go off of. So I feel like this is the worst place. You know what I mean? It's like the worst place. And then it's the way you're approaching and like, you know, trying to get in. It's like, I don't feel like there's I don't know anyone who has ever been approached like that in a Twitch chat and said, yeah, sure, 100%. Like, I've never seen anybody do anything like that. And I've actually taken a look at some of the art, and I'm not gonna lie, right? Art is subjective, but I respect the hustle. But you probably need to work a little bit more on your art. I'm just saying, just a little bit more, and work on the business model. But I respect the grind. Like people out there hustling, trying to get it. No disrespect, I respect that, 100%. That's what we're all doing, right? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm on the grind, chat. I'm on the hustle, right? We're building something here. And I'm pretty sure folks in their own lives are doing the same kind of thing. So it's like, yeah, I respect it 100%. So I just don't want to partake. That's it. I just don't want to partake. You can tell because the account is 3 days old. Yeah, I usually, so like, I definitely don't let people in. Like, you can't chat in my channel if your account is under a certain amount of time. I want to say it's a year. I want to say it's a year. You cannot chat in this channel if your account is less than a year. Your number is not verified. Same thing for Discord. I strap my shit down. Like, you can't get in here. YouTube, I gotta figure that shit out. I don't know. YouTube, I don't think they have moderation tools like that. But we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. You know? But I don't know. If for me, I feel like if it was me, chat, I'm not jumping in people's chats trying to push my stuff. That's like people who pull up in people's chats and try to self-promo their streams. It's like, no, bro. Like, I always tell people, like, early on when you're streaming, don't, like, people will tell you, like, oh, you need to network and this and that and this and that. I think a lot of people, I think, do networking the wrong way. And again, just my opinion. I always have to preface that. It's an opinion, chat. It's my opinion. But I think a lot of people do networking the wrong way. I think a lot of people do networking with the goal of collaborations. And I really feel like if more people approached networking with the understanding of building relationships and exchanging knowledge, you'd probably get a little bit more out of it and grow as an individual and, you know, collectively. Because I do think there's value in networking and, you know, connecting with streamers, you know, but I don't think there's much value in collabing. And I can tell you why, right? When it comes to collabs, especially early on, all you're really doing is sharing the same pool of viewers, right? So it's like you guys are building a community of people who are watching the same people. And when you're a creator, like if you're trying to grow, you're trying to reach as wide of an audience as possible. That's your goal. So if you're spending time collaborating, you're constantly sharing the same viewers. You're not building your own audience. Does that make sense? Right? So like when you post videos and stuff like that, you're building your own audience, right? When you post TikToks, YouTubes, that kind of stuff, you build a presence on social media, you're building your own audience. Offer your own content, your own ideas, right? Like you're building your own thing. You want to do that, in my opinion, before you really start looking for collabs, right? In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But shouldn't you be eating dinner by now? I will. See, this is what happens, bro. I get on a tangent and I start going, but I feel like it's valuable, bro. I really want to like, I like discussing this stuff, and I'm talking about it now because, you know, I don't know if anybody really cares right now, but I'm gonna probably post this shit later, you know, because this is stuff I like to talk about. but you know what I mean? Like I see it all the time. That's really why I'm saying it. And I know we got folks in here who stream also. You know, I know that's the case. But I would say the same thing to y'all too. Like, you know, lock in on your shit. Like, make content, post, try to build your platform, find your voice, find your value. What is your value? Like, when you post a video or you stream, what is the point of it? Like, what do you want people to take away from it? You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to achieve with your content? Because a lot of people be like, oh, I just want to chill and meet new people and make friends. That's totally fine. Then do that. Build a community. You want to be a community building, you know, person. You could lean into that and do that. And there's a lot of different things you could do. You could be a community builder. You could be an educator, right? And that could be different things. IRL stuff, video game stuff, right? Guide content. You could be a Sherpa teacher. There's plenty of content creators out there. All they do is just teach people in Sherpa all day, right? It's a lot of different avenues, but I really think there's a lot of value in building your own shit first, you know, before you really jump in and just try to like it's not a shortcut, collabs. It's not a shortcut, but I feel like a lot of people use it that way. And I don't know. I don't think that's the way, bro. I don't think that's the way. Some people you could point and be like, oh, well, they work for this person, but I like to say, like, you want to be the rule or you want to be the exception. They are the exception. So. Oh, no. You're good. You're good. Are you still going? Oh, you know I'm yapping. I got to drop my, you know, not my two. I got to drop my $20. You know what I'm saying? I got to drop my $20 of knowledge before I go eat dinner. I really wanted to hit 300, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little hungry right now. I'm a little hungry. And it is 8:30. I don't want to hold y'all up. How long we been streaming? It ain't even been that long. We didn't even hit 3 hours. Chat, what time did I start streaming today? I started at 6. We got to give you $20 for that knowledge. I mean, no, you don't. That knowledge is priceless. Yeah, I don't have to pay for that. You get that for free just by being here. But I would argue that that knowledge is more valuable than $20. That's the shit that people pay hundreds of dollars for fucking courses from creators who scam you by monetizing bullshit strategies and lies that don't work. Ask me how I know. Not because I tried them. Not even. But just because I've been doing this long enough, you see it. You can see it clear as day. There's so many people out there who manipulate you, talking about algorithm shit. Oh, post at this time, post at that time, space your... None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. But people literally sell courses like that. You know what I mean? That stuff doesn't matter. This is the thing. That doesn't matter until you build an audience. That's it. That stuff does not matter until you build an audience. When you build an audience, then yeah, it does help when you post at a consistent time, because then you build expectation, right? That's why it's nice when you build a schedule for streaming and you hit your schedule, because then people can start to build an expectation of like, okay, this person always goes live around this time on this day. Bet. You know what I mean? That's when that actually matters. Before then, it doesn't matter. You got to find your, you know, your way in or whatever. You got to build. It takes time. You got to build. And yeah, I mean, you definitely want to post. But you see, I'll say this, Cruel. I'm going to add on top of that, because Cruel said just post, bro. And that's the truth. You definitely want to post, right? A lot of people hesitate to just post. You want to post because you want to overcome that initial hesitance to post. You want to do that, right? For sure. But there's more to it, because a lot of people will just post and then they'll go, well, why am I not growing? Why is nobody engaging with my stuff? Why am I not getting people? That's because you need to post and you need to critique. You need to watch your own shit. You need to watch your shit from the viewpoint of a viewer, right? And this is where like the brutal honesty stuff I'm always talking about with y'all, right? This is where that comes in, because you have to watch your stuff and be honest as fuck. You got to sit there and go, like, if you're somebody making a video and you're like, oh, this is funny, sit down and watch it. Do you laugh? Do you actually laugh? Go back to the drawing board, right? If you are somebody like, oh, I want to teach people something. Okay, cool. Make the video. Watch it back. Do you feel like it's educational? Go back to the drawing board and reassess. That's the part of content creation I don't feel like a lot of people do, right? When they just post. Just posting is valuable, but you've got to do the other part too. Because if you're just posting and you're not watching your own shit and critiquing it and improving upon it day after day, and you're not refining your shit, you're missing a big part of the process, right? And you got to understand too, it takes time. It takes time. It's a process. Like, content creation is not one of those things where it's like, oh, I buy the camera, right? I sit down, I practice talking. Okay, cool. I'm good. I hit the button, I go live, and then where's the people? That's not how it works. Because the thing we have to remember as creators, we don't get to dictate who our audience is, when they show up, when they engage. We don't get to dictate that. When you're a creator, your job is to create. When I sit here and I stream, I have no viewer count on. I never know who's in the chat. There could be one person in here. There could be 5, 10, 20. I never know. The only way I ever know who's in my chat is when y'all talk. That's it. So when y'all pull up to the stream, you never see me sit down quiet. I'm always chatting about something. You know what I'm saying? I'm always chatting about something. So, but that's how you got to be. You got to get to that point where it's like you're able to sit, talk, you know, and understand that streams don't build. Stream is not where you build. TikTok, YouTube, those are the platforms where you build. Stream, you can make your content, kill two birds with one stone. 100%, you can do that. But other platforms is where you build community, reach people. Other platforms is where people really learn about you, because you can sit down and put a ton of time in the stream. You're not going to grow on Twitch. You got to do the other stuff. You got to grow on other platforms. And then, you know, you can keep streaming. You'll slowly build a community. Like we're doing that here, right? Like you could pull up here sometimes. Like shit, last couple of streams we've been pulling up and we had like 20 people. I had like my best month ever, like the last 2 months. We was averaging like 10, 15 viewers, get like 20, 30 viewers with no raids. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Like Edge of Fate launch. That was crazy. But I know what my average is, like, you know, on a typical basis. So, you know, but that's why like the focus is not stream. The focus is make content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what up, Green? Captain said, right now I'm finding a difficult part is engagement, retaining viewers. Yeah, and that, listen, your job is not to retain viewers, right? Keep that in mind as you're on your journey. Your job on the streaming side of it is not to retain viewers. Your job is to make content. Just make content. You don't get to dictate whether your viewers like you or not. And your job is not to make every viewer like you. That's not your job. Like you're gonna find your audience over time, right? You just have to keep investing that time into your content, improving it, and posting. Not just streaming, posting. You gotta make content. Got to make content. If I had clips, I just upload them immediately. Don't gotta wait for shit. Sadly, nothing funny ever happens for me. Well, you know, that's the thing too. I feel like I'll put it like this, Cruel. A lot of people, when you get started with streaming, the first thing you think about is I gotta be funny. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I think I hesitate to say easy because nothing is easy. But I think one of the more accessible ways of getting into content is starting off teaching something, right? Make searchable content. Don't try to be a big personality. When you're just getting started, you're nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like you're nobody. Nobody knows you. Like if you're trying to be funny, like I had a friend, right, who I'm helping with content creation stuff, and he's the same kind of guy. He's a funny fucking dude. But I told him, I said, you can make funny content and post it. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to grow from this point, make searchable content. No one is looking for you at this point, right? So if you're making funny content, sure, you could post it. Some people might find it. Fantastic. I'm not saying don't post those things, but you really want to put a lot of your time into making searchable content. What does that mean? Just think about things that you Google, right? If you play a video game 9 times out of 10, what are you looking up? And before you say, yeah, but everybody makes those videos, it's oversaturated. That's a myth. Oversaturation is a myth. That does not exist. When I got started, I was making guides, chat. The same guides that you see a lot of creators make. And you know what my best videos were on my channel? Early on, before I even hit 1,000 subs, I was getting 20, 30, 40,000 views on guides, on seasonal artifact reviews. That's it, right? You just gotta do, the blueprint is there. You don't gotta reinvent the wheel, just improve upon it, right? Like, I don't know everybody in this chat, but I'm pretty sure there's something that you do better than other people. Or you could do better than other people. Figure out what that is, lock in on that and do that. If it is being funny, then figure out a way to package that up. But I'd prioritize trying to make searchable stuff, right? Talk about things. You playing a game, talk about the game. You know what I mean? Talk about the state of the game. Talk about things you like, things you don't like, and share it. Share your opinion. Share your opinion. So what? It doesn't get views. People don't know you yet. Just keep posting. You know what I mean? Just keep posting. I wish I could yap like that. I'm just shy most of the time. Don't know what to say. Dude, it looks like, look, I put it like this because I know you guys watch when you guys pull up here and you guys might think like, man, you just good at this. No, bro. A lot of times when I'm sitting here, I'm nervous. You know what I mean? I'm sitting in a room by myself chatting. I get nervous. Sometimes I don't know what to talk about. It happens. You know what I mean? It's natural for it to happen. But you do get better at it. And that's why I usually say, play games that you're knowledgeable about. Do things that you know about so you can talk about it. You know what I mean? If that's Destiny, talk about it. You know what I mean? Just talk about the things that you're doing, right? Like when I got on today, we went to the shooting range. I just wanted to take a look at this perk and see how it worked. I'm going to post clips of that. You know what I mean? I'm going to post clips of that. Other things that we talk about, you know, power leveling stuff. You guys see the clips on TikTok and whatnot on YouTube. Like I post the same stuff that we talk about here on other platforms. You know what I mean? So, but you get better as you continue to do it. And you do break that shyness as you continue to do it. You know, that's why I told you, man, if you ever get a chance, take an acting class. Take an acting class. It is one of the best things that I've ever done. It's one of the best things I've ever done. And I am a shy fucking person. Alexa will be the first person to tell you that. I am not an outgoing like person like that. I am a very reserved person. So, but yeah, man, it is something that you can work on. It is something you can improve upon. Next step, you want to work on the shorts? Yeah, baby steps, dude. Baby steps. You know what I mean? Baby steps. You know, like I know you just started your streaming stuff. So, you know, start there. Build a comfort there. And then, you know, while you're streaming, work on, okay, content ideas and things like that. And then you build it brick by brick, dude. Brick by brick. Most of the time, I don't feel like I know enough about the game to make guides, even though I have over 13K hours in it. Yeah. Gotta believe in yourself, bro. Gotta believe in yourself. And that shit ain't easy. Definitely not. But, like you said, you know what it is? It's like, hold on, why am I 239? Oh, my fucking class item. I was like, wait, what? Okay. What is keeping, oh my, gauntlets 2. There we go. That's what it was. But, what was I gonna say? It's like anything else, Chad. It's like if you work on something, if you practice on it, like somebody might be like, yeah, I do practice, but I'm still not good at it. It's like, you gotta trust the work. Trust is a big part of it, dude. Like you put that time in, you got 13K hours. You're gonna have to trust yourself at some point. You know what I mean? You put all that time in. Something is there, bro. You know what I mean? Something is there. Just gotta believe in it, man. You gotta believe in it. And like I said, it's not easy, but you can work on it. 100% you can work on it. 100%, bro. I say this shit all the time, but belief, it sounds crazy because, you know, when you say stuff like this, you'd be like, belief unlocks doors. And somebody will sit there and they'll go, bullshit. I believe I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. That's obviously not what the fuck anybody's saying. You know what I mean? But if you don't want to be a cynic and you actually want to understand that, it's true. Like belief does open up doors if you put time into it, you know? But I know I can't just say stuff like that and people are going to get it. But, you know, there's plenty of people who I've talked about this stuff on stream and they have DM me or messaged me in Discord because I turned off my DMs. So if you ever try to DM me, chat, and you're like, yo, why can't I DM you? I turned it off because way too many people were DMing me. And I was like, all right, hit me up in the Discord and then we can chat, you know, from there. And then we can start a private chat. But I've done that with many people, like through stream, just talking about shit like this, you know? So I know, like, somebody, you know, folks in here might be like, man, you just yapping. Nobody gives a fuck. People give a fuck. I get DMs, bro. Like, I get DMs, and I love being able to talk about this stuff with people and, you know, helping people out. Honestly, I talked about this shit on Twitter earlier, straight up. Like, what you call it? Grenader Jake put out a pretty good tweet talking about, you know, people being able to. He wants to be able to discuss, you know, how much he makes as a. And before I say this, keep in mind, chat. Keep an open mind here. Don't try not to be reactionary, because I know when you start talking about money stuff, people get real start closing the chat, be like, this ain't for me. Nah, what we doing? But try to hear me out, right? But Grenader Jake was like, you know, he would love to be able to talk about how much people make as creators, right, within the creator space, but even outside of that, right? And he brought up the question. He was like, you know, why is it so taboo, right, to talk about money? And I'm gonna tell you straight up, and I mean, I already know this, but it's something I love to talk about. If I wasn't doing Destiny shit, that's what I'd be doing. Y'all would probably see me on one of those fucking but I'm not like them other people. Like, you know how in the Destiny community you have those people that peddle bullshit, telling you that you got to do this, that, and the third, and be efficient and blah blah blah. You know, selling you get rich quick schemes and whatnot. It's a lot of those people out there. I'm not. There's a few good people that preach patience in this community. Same thing applies in other areas of life. That's what I try to, you know, put across in our conversations here. So I basically, you know, I told Jake, I was like, yeah, dude, like, it's something that I try to do in my personal life. And for the folks in this chat who are in my DMs, you know, like, I talk about this shit all the time, bro. Like, sitting here playing Destiny is fun for me, you know. It's something I get to enjoy doing. I don't put no pressure on this stuff. Like, this is pure fun, you know. But where I get the real meaning out of all of this, where I get the real value out of content creation stuff, honestly, is helping people. That's it. Like, when y'all come in here asking questions or talking about content stuff, I love talking about it because I like the idea that, you know, we're helping people. Like, we're sharing knowledge and giving people, you know, tools they might not otherwise get, because you can go somewhere else and look around and you're gonna get a lot. I mean, I've looked, I see the shit on my feeds all the time. You're gonna get a lot of bullshit ass advice. It's so crazy. Like, anytime, I'll just put it to y'all like this. Anytime somebody tells you that something is easy to do and it's like a 1, 2, 3 step process, ask a lot of questions. Ask a lot of questions. When it comes to content creation, I'm talking about. Ask a lot of questions. Because there's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing. Not when it comes to this shit. It takes time regardless. Can you be an overnight sensation? For sure. For sure. But, you know, when I look at one of y'all in the chat and be like, yeah, dude, just do this, you'll blow up in a week. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit. That's just not true. Why are there like a million freaking snipers here right now? What the hell? Is there a fucking modifier on, like, increase snipers? Because this shit is crazy. There's like 40 snipers out here. That shit is crazy, dude. Shit is crazy. But yeah, anyways, I was thinking about that too. I was like, you know, a lot of people look at content creation, and I asked the question that even for like big creators, I'd be like, yo, I wonder how long that person's gonna stream. You ever wonder that, chat, like your favorite streamer, and you think about it, you're like, damn, they're getting older. Like, are they gonna stream when they're fucking like 50, 60 years old? You know, like somebody who's been streaming like 10 plus like 20 years. Like, are you gonna continue to stream when you're older? I always think about that. Even for myself, I think about that. I'm like, you know, how long do I want to stream into the future? You know? And I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know. I think for me, I want to stream as long as I'm helping people and providing value to the folks in my chat. The day that stops happening, I think would probably be the day that I call it. But I feel like right now that's what we're doing, you know, or at least I hope that's what we're doing. You know, like I like when, you know, I love the days in our chat where, you know, we got people in here, we're talking about like real shit. I love those days. Love those days. You know what I mean? Because I mean, look, at the end of the day, Destiny ain't going nowhere, and when it does, we'll be on something else. Battlefield 6. I ain't even played a freaking beta. I missed the whole beta this weekend, but you know what I mean? Like, games are gonna come and go, but life don't stop, chat. Life don't stop. You didn't play the beta either? Dude, I missed the whole freaking beta, and I had the early access too. I could have jumped in early and I completely missed the whole thing. Like, it was not intentional by any means. It was definitely not intentional, but yeah, I think the next beta weekend is what? This weekend coming up? Downloaded everything? I did too. I had the beta installed and everything, and I did not play that shit. And I saw that's an L right there. I'll give you that. That's a big L. Did anybody here actually play the beta? Or get a chance to play the beta? I'm actually surprised. I gotta check in with folks in the Discord, because I know there was people in the Discord who were looking to play, and we had folks in here too who were like they were gonna play, but I didn't actually hear anybody talk about it. I heard about the cheaters. I heard people talking about cheaters, but I didn't actually hear anybody share their opinions or thoughts about whether or not they enjoyed the beta. So, but I was so salty. I was like, how did I miss the entire weekend? Like the whole freaking weekend. I think there's more content for it this weekend. Yeah, I think it is this weekend. So I'm going to try to catch this weekend. Hopefully I don't miss it, but I'm going to try to. I will definitely try. Oh my God, my vault is packed, bro. I think when I get off today, I'm going to eat, chill, and clean this damn vault, because this is ridiculous. This is really bad. Like, I don't even need a lot of these, dude. Like, what is this? Trash. What's my highest kinetic? 291. Trash. Trash. 289 is our highest. Yeah, this is trash. Dragonfly precision instrument, explosive head. Might be decent. I already have the bow that I want actually. Oh shit, when did I get this? When the hell did I get? I got a shiny to drop? Killing Wind, Successful, Precision, Eye of the Storm. I'm not a bow person in PvP, but I might have to be. So we got a 281 here, trash. You enjoyed it, but there's a big difference between solo and with friends. Just gave me an anxiety attack with the vault. Yeah, Cap. Big difference between solo and with friends. I agree. I mean, I will say, because I don't know, man. I was a fucking monster on Battlefield 4. I was a monster, and I used to play the shit out of that solo. I had one friend that I would run with duos a lot. So I don't know. I didn't play. I got to see, you know, what the matchmaking and stuff is like. But yeah, it definitely is, because Battlefield is such a big scale, you know, PvP game. It's not like COD. Definitely not like COD. $90. Man, we're making pretty damn good progress. There was a ton of fun with friends. What mode did you play? What mode were you out playing? Or what modes did they have? Did they have like Conquest, TDM, that kind of stuff? Or was it just like Conquest? Ooh. Oh, it's a ghost projection? Bro, I thought this was a... I thought this shit was a like an emote, or what are those freaking spawning animations? I thought that's what that was for a second. I was like, that is fire. That would have been sick. Played them all. Yeah, Conquest, Breakthrough, King of the Hill, Domination. Oh shit, bet. Okay. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to play this weekend. I don't want to miss 2 weekends in a row. Definitely don't want to do that. Cause Battlefield's my baby, man. I love Battlefield. I've always, I mean, Black Ops 2, love Black Ops 2. That's my favorite COD of all time. But, dude, Battlefield just, for me at least, has been more consistent. In terms of my enjoyment of it, I'll say. Battlefield 4 is my favorite. I know that's not a lot of people's favorites, but Battlefield 4 is my shit. I was kind of low-key excited for 2042, but that shit did not hit. That shit did not hit in the slightest. Miss Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3? Yeah, Black Ops 2 is my shit. I love Black Ops 2. You did too? You was disappointed? You like King of the Hill most when you were solo, had small teams, no vehicles? I enjoy, like for Battlefield, I enjoy a lot of, you know, the different modes in Battlefield, but where I really enjoy the gunplay of Battlefield was playing TDM. I used to love playing TDM in Battlefield 4. Like when I had a squad, like my duo, my friend, like we used to play Conquest, fuck shit up. We'd be A squad all day. A squad all fucking day. Like, I'm excited for the new Battlefield, dude. I just hope it's good. I really do hope it's good. I really, really do hope it's good. Like, I hope they deliver on it. Because I cannot, like, I haven't played COD in years. I've tried. Like, I played the last, what are we up to? Black Ops 6? I did play the last Black Ops because it was on Game Pass. But, you know, I played with some friends and they play or whatever. But I couldn't get into it. Honestly, I could not get into it. I played like a little bit and it was cool. It didn't hold my attention though. It did not hold my attention. I actually had more fun when I played Warzone during my hiatus from COD all these years. Like when Warzone came out, I played that for a little bit. I had fun on that. But even that, I was just like, at a certain point, you know, with Call of Duty's like crazy monetization and battle passes and all that kind of stuff, I was just like, you know what, I'm off this, because I keep it consistent, chat. Like when I play any game, I do not, outside of Destiny where I pay for DLCs and shit, in other games I don't buy battle passes, none of that stuff. I play completely free. So like with Call of Duty, it was like I played it free, you know, but I'm playing people with these crazy ass fucking guns and skins and all this fucking wild stuff. I was like, yeah, this is too much for me. I saw a gun in Call of Duty the other day, the new COD, and it was like a skin or something. And I'm like, is that a fucking amusement park on the gun? Like, is that legit a roller coaster on the animation? I was like, I mean, it's wild looking, it's kind of crazy, but you know, I was asked, like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? Like, what is this? Can never really play Conquest well. I'm always blind and never see enemies from a distance. Yeah, I usually, when I'm playing Battlefield, I'm usually recon. So I'm always the person pinging the whole fucking map. I'm the one giving y'all visibility, spawn beacons, and sniping people. That's usually what I'm doing. Usually what I'm doing. Yo, what's going on, Sarge? What's up? What's up? I was about to say your whole name, but I feel like, are you cool with me calling you Sarge? I think you said that was cool. What's going on, Sarge? What up? What up? What up? I do need to hydrate, dude. Chat, we're gonna probably go get some food in a minute and head out for the night. But I just want to finish up this last activity. We were trying to get to 300. Right now, I'll take a look at Destiny power bars in a sec and see where we got to. I'm getting like 294 drops, so we're pretty damn close, I would say. We're pretty close. We started off at like 270, so we went up like 20 power levels for the most part. Went up like 20 power levels. Battlefield definitely has some tweaks to make, but that's the entire point of the beta. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I just hope whatever feedback they take, you know, and they you know, take into consideration and deliver on, I really do hope that this revitalizes Battlefield. You know what I mean? Because I'm not one of those people who's like beholden to the past, like it needs to be what it was. I'm totally fine with Battlefield evolving. It just kind of lost its identity for me for a while. Like when 2042 came out and we didn't have classes, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? There was just a lot missing from that game, and I know they added it after the fact, but I don't know, it didn't hit the same for me. Marcus said he's part of the problem. Spend too much money on COD. Marcus is out here buying all the battle passes and the skins, the roller coaster skins. Let me do that hydrate real quick. It's Reclaim the Roots. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, when did early access open up for Battlefield? I'm trying to think. It was like Wednesday or Thursday, wasn't it? Or was it Friday? I don't even remember, but I had early access. I'm trying to think, like, I really didn't jump on and get on that shit. It's crazy. Because I know we didn't stream, which is probably why I didn't end up playing. Because y'all think I be lying. Like, when I'm not streaming, I really don't be playing. So, like, when I tell you, like, I am really bringing that slow grind perspective, you know, when folks don't believe me when I'm really saying that shit, I really mean that. I don't be playing when I'm not streaming. Not in COD and games in general. Ah, got you. Okay. So you're not part of the COD problem, but you're part of the overall problem. I got you. I got you. I don't really, you know, it's funny too. I don't even really care for microtransactions. For the most part, I feel like a lot of games just have them, you know, it's cosmetics. It is what it is. I don't really care. I just personally don't engage with them, but I know people do. Nothing wrong with that. Like, if you want a skin here and there, like, do your thing. I'm not mad at that. My thing is just when the balance of the rewards shift heavily to monetized cosmetics versus gameplay cosmetics, that's when I'm like, all right, like, we doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, that's, for me, that's way too much. Like, I enjoy being able to earn cool shit from gameplay. That's my biggest issue with Destiny, right? It's like you'll see a shit ton of stuff added to Eververse, right? But then, you know, you'll get like pretty decent stuff added, couple things here and there. And I'm just looking at it and I'm like, how you got all these cosmetics for exotics and skins and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm looking at it like, dude, you know, we could use some of those in the game, right? We could add exotic, you know, skins and ornaments as rewards. Like how they added the trials skin for, what was it, conditional this episode, chat? This season, right? They added the skin for, I think it was conditional for trials. But they added a gameplay element where you have to like go flawless or get 7 wins or something like that. And then you can purchase it for real money. Now, I don't have an opinion on that because I'm not going for it. I've seen some people say like they don't mind it. So whatever. I'm not the audience for that. But in my opinion though, it's just like, dude, just fucking put it in the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have conditional with this sick ass trial skin, but I have to get 7 wins in game and then go purchase it with real money. It's like, dude, I'd rather just purchase it with real money and let it be what it is. Now, again, if you're somebody who goes flawless in trials and you're a more experienced trials player and you don't care, fine. Like if you want to value that opinion more, fine. I just don't feel like it's a good precedent to set for the game. You know what I mean? It's almost like if Bungie came out with a skin for an exotic, right? Let's say Outbreak, right? And let's say it was like some Cabal themed skin and you earn it from killing a Cabal boss from a specific activity. Let's say that was the case. But you have to kill the boss in order to unlock the ability to purchase it from Eververse. That's wild. I'm not okay with that, which is kind of how I'm looking at it with trials. It's like, I don't see how we're okay with that, but you know, I'm not the typical PvP player. I play trials, I get my 7 wins, but I'm not the average. I'm not the PvP sweat who goes, you know, to the lighthouse every weekend. And I'm not ZK, I'm not Frost, I'm not them dudes, right? So if they're cool with it, I guess, you know, but I would not be okay with it if if they added that as a thing. Like, could you imagine that, Chad? Like, that's, I don't know, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like, I love what they add to Eververse. I love the skins. I love them. Fire. Artists always kill it. Just give me some in game, right? Just give me some in game. That's all I'm asking for. All I'm asking for. Bought a lot of silver when it was on sale. Part of the problem. Nah, you're good. Like I said, I don't think it's an issue. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority here. Maybe we're just at the point where people don't care. Maybe that's just what it is. People are just like, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather buy it than go farm for it. Because you do have those folks too. Because I've mentioned this in videos and I've straight up had people tell me like, nah, you're bugging, bro. Like, I remember I made a video talking about like, oh man, it'd be so cool to like add incentives to like farm and grind and do stuff. Right? Like adding cosmetic incentives as rewards, right? I was like, that'd be kind of cool. I straight up had people telling me like, why would I want to do that? Bright Dust is in the game. I was like, okay, well, I'm clearly washed because that's an opinion. Like, we'd rather just buy things for Bright Dust than play activities and farm and earn them in game through gameplay. That's where we're at now. I'm like, all right, well, I'm washed, Chad. Take me out back. That's it. Because I don't agree with that shit at all. I'd rather my primary source of getting things be gameplay. Even I'm talking about, even if I'm playing a game and you have a vendor selling some stuff and it's like currency, I'd rather primary method be gameplay, then vendor, right? Then whatever else. And then like between gameplay and vendor, you have attunement and things like that where you have focusing. So you focus so you get what you want from gameplay. But for me personally, like, gameplay over everything, bro. Like, I love jumping in and farming activities and doing stuff, but give me a reason to. Like, you know what I mean? Just give me a reason to. That's really just what it is. But maybe that's an outdated way of looking at things. I don't know. Yeah, you did say you bought the campaign skips. Honestly, I think I would spend more if more was given. Hey, look, like I said, I am chat. They gonna take me out back and finish me, cause like, I don't know, man. It's just not me, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Chat, y'all have been great though. I'm gonna head out. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. I will catch you all on Friday for some more power grinding. Hopefully we hit 300 by then. Make our push for 400 before Ash and Iron comes out in September. I will catch you all on Friday. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Enjoy your week. I will see you on Friday. Peace. You're agreeing with me? Oh, I read that wrong, dude. I need food. Don't even mind me. I got you though. I'm gonna catch you guys on Friday. You guys have a good one. Ah, I see. I got you, Marcus.